Let's do it. Let's start off with why you should be playing Teemo top lane. Now, contrary to popular belief, he is very, very good, especially in Iron, Bronze, Silver, and Gold. His win rate, his pick rate, his ban rates are through the roof, and he's still very, very good in Plat, Diamond, and higher. The reasons why you should play Teemo top: his mechanics are very easy to master. He does a lot of damage, and I'm not talking about a lot of damage. I'm talking about an insane amount. You don't even need to hit your ultimate. His builds are very flexible. You have many options, and he could do just about everything. He can split, he could team fight, he can pick, play like an assassin, you can play like an ADC, you can just sit there and shred tanks. Very versatile. He's an amazing pick, especially for Season 12. And, to be honest, don't tell Riot, but I don't think he's going anywhere. He's been viable ever since Season 1, and he's not going anywhere. So we're going to go ahead and lay the groundwork down with Teemo's abilities, because this is going to be very important before we get into the runes and builds and the whole shebang. Now, I'm not going to go into the mechanics of each ability because, to be honest, there's not much there, right? His mechanics are a little more simple. You know, Season 1 champ, whatever you want to say. He's a little more simple than the other champions, but I will go into the importance of skilling the abilities. This is fairly new knowledge that came about in Season 12, so it's very important. Now, this will depend on what you're building, right? As we get into it in a little bit, there's a lot of different runes of builds you can run. So, just a big thing to take away from and to keep notice of. With your Q, W, E, and R. So first and foremost, always max E. There are some situations where you can max Q. I'll talk about that in the matchup section. But for 90% of lanes, you're always going to max E first. That's never going to change. Now, W and Q second. This is where it's very, very important. If you are running a build that does not have mana, whether it's Riftmaker, whether it's Night Harvester, mythic items that do not have mana, you will be maxing W second. When you are running builds that do have mana, I still recommend maxing W second, but you can max Q first. It is viable. Items, mythics that have mana, Liandrys, Ludens, and the works. Now, the importance of this. Teemo's mana pool is very, very small. Very underrated fact of League of Legends. So that small mana pool, if you don't have a mana item or a mana rune, which I don't recommend running every game, maxing Q will make you all the time. You do not have enough mana to use maxing Q and putting your shrooms down. Us two mains, we use Q to farm, we use Q for poke and whatnot. When you max Q, it requires a lot of mana. Not a lot of people know that. So, very important distinction. No mana builds, you max W. Mana builds, you have the option to max Q, although I still recommend W. Very, very important. Do not forget about this and make sure you synergize with your builds. The most fun part of the guide: Teemo runes, especially Teemo top lane. Now, top lane's an island, it's matchup city. You're going to have rune pages for different lanes, and I'm here to help. I know it's intimidating looking at Teemo rune pages. What the heck do I go? What are these guys going? What are they going? It's crazy. But you got me now, so pay attention. There are going to be a couple major rune pages that I consider viable. With Teemo, you can get away with running almost anything, but there are proven rune pages that are better than the rest. And the way I like to say it, when you're running the best rune pages, the game's just going to be easier. The right rune page for the right lane and the game, it's just going to be easier. When you're having bad rune pages, you're playing the game on hard mode, and trust me, League is hard enough by itself. So, let's get right into it. The first rune page you're going to see the most of is Press the Attack. This is because top lane is filled with bruisers and tanks, and Press the Attack shreds them. It's very, very easy to get 3 autos off, and it's the #1 rune page of the season unanimously. You're going to have at least 60 to 70% of your games with this rune page alone. Now, let's go through it, and there's also a second version that we're going to get into as well. So the first version of Press the Attack. This is Press the Attack, and it is geared towards the early game to win laning phase, which is very important. So you're going to go Press the Attack, obviously. The first point I would recommend is Triumph. Presence of Mind is a very good option. A lot of people take it, but like I mentioned in abilities, I like maxing W second. I believe the movement speed paired with Press the Attack is going to be better than the extra damage with Q. So when you're maxing W second, you won't need this mana, and Triumph is way better early game. You know how many times you're going to survive a fight because of the Triumph proc or win a 1v1 and you're ignited? but you got the Triumph proc. Very, very underrated rune. Take this in your first slot. Second is going to be Alacrity. That's a no-brainer. Attack speed is good, and the rest of the runes are just bad options. The third point, I recommend Coup de Grace. With Teemo, a lot of your items have health on it, so cut down is going to be a no-no, and Last Stand is not really proven to be too OP on Teemo. So Coup de Grace is just the default choice. Now on to the second part of the page, which is my favorite. This you have a lot of flexibility in, but I play Teemo every single day, if y'all didn't know. And Teemo top lane. So trust when I say this is the best rune page. But I will give y'all some flexibility in this. You don't have to run this. You're going to see a lot of combos, but this is my expert advice, okay? When you go biscuits, it's going to bolster your early game, okay? You're going to need that for lane. Teemo's one of the few top lane champions that don't have sustain, and this helps with that tenfold. Time Work Tonic is going to give you a little more movement speed in laning phase, and it's going to help with those biscuits and your refillable pots. It creates a very good early game spike that I love taking advantage of. You're not going to go boots because or stopwatch because you might need these items before 12 minutes, before 14 minutes, right? That's very late in the game in laning phase. This is going to be my expert pick, my go-to page. Now, if you're taking Pressy Attack versus a Bruiser or Tank, all right, but you're scaling, you know, you can go for this page. This is my scaling Pressy Attack page. So the same main page, and the secondary is going to be Conditioning Overgrowth. When you're playing Pressy Attack, you're not going for a burst build. You're looking for those 3 autos and more and more and more. Conditioning Overgrowth will help you get that tankiness you need to really just survive past laning phase. Again, only when you know laning phase is safe, because these runes don't do much in laning phase. It's about that scaling. And of course, the reasoning why these runes, because it gives you tanky, and the other runes are very unreliable. Bone Plating is very finicky on Teemo, and Second Wind usually isn't needed for the sustain in a scaling lane. And then at Revitalize, you don't have enough healing to capitalize, and Unflinching on Teemo Tenacity isn't really ideal. So these are going to be my 2 Pressy Attack pages, and that's just the tip of the iceberg, right? Early game and then late game. Win lane or scaling. Now, the secondary for every Teemo page is going to stay the same. Offense, you go attack speed to help with CSing and your damage output early game. Ability, Adaptive Force, it gives you ability, power, more damage. And for this last room page, you're going to go armor or MR based on your laning opponent. If they do AD damage, you go armor. If they do AP, you go magic resist. The scaling HP is an okay option, but I don't recommend it. You're giving up a lot early game. That's going to be your first room page, and the best one overall and the most common, Pressy Attack. Fleet Footwork is going to be my second most used page, and also it's a very underrated page. Now, a lot of y'all may not have known Fleet Footwork was buffed in Season 12, making it better than Grasp. Grasp gives diminishing returns for ranged champions, making it not really a good rune page. But we have been taking Grasp in Teemo's history because we need something to help us survive. Teemo's a squishy champion early game. That's where Grasp came in, but no longer. Fleet is the new survivability rune. It heals a buck ton when you use the proc on the enemy champion, and it heals you more than Grasp even when you hit the enemy minions. So as long as you have a little presence of mind and you try and get those procs on enemy champions when you can, you're going to notice the insane amount of healing. Now again, Pressy Attack was our first room page. That's versus bruisers and tanks. Fleet Footwork is going to be when you are versus lanes that you need sustain in and that Pressy Attack is not applicable, or lanes that you need to survive in. That's going to be the best use of Pressy Attack. Going into the secondary part of the rune page, if you notice, the first part is going to be exactly the same as Pressy Attack, same runes. The second part, also the same, with the same, wow, I've said that a lot, mindset. You're going to take the Biscuits and Time Work Tonic if you're versus a very, very hard lane matchup that you need all that sustain for. Or you can take defensive options here for that scaling. If lane isn't too scary, but you're still scared of that champ overall. It's going to be a slight tweak in the runes. With this page, it is a survivability rune. It's a sustain rune. Usually we need sustain or survivability versus hard matchups. So you have the option to go double of a resistance. This will help survive early game a whole lot more if you have 2 armor or 2 MR runes. But with that being said, everything else is the same as the Pressy Attack page. Same common runes for Teemo, but Fleet, very underrated. Get to using it now. Get Grasp out of there. Oh, reliable. That's right. Summon Aery. It's still in the game. You're not mistaken. Summon Aery used to be a staple for Teemo, but it's been nerfed a fair amount to not make it the most used rune page, but it's still very, very good situationally. Aery is a rune that lets you get damage off just by poking. A simple auto Q combo. Auto Q auto, it gets a damage off. Now with Teemo, it will proc twice occasionally on your poison. If you're in range of the enemy champion, it will get another proc off if you're close enough. Doesn't happen every time, but that is a valuable tip to it. That's what makes it better than Comet. Now Aery is going to be used versus mages, ADCs, and assassins. These three types of champions you can auto excessively. And you can't just sit on them. You have to just poke and run, because they also do a lot of damage. So, that's what Aery is going to be designed for. Now, the way I like to play Aery, which I'll give you a little flexibility on, I like mana flow ban, because sometimes with Aery, it is possible to Q-max in some matchups we'll get to later. So I like to go mana flow ban for the mana. You can go Orb if you reverse a mage, but it's not really the best rune. You always, always, always go Absolute Focus. Because Aery is a page, it's very early game spike that I should have mentioned earlier, but it's an early game rune page. It doesn't scale that well. Absolute Focus also gives you that chunk of AP early game. And leading into the last rune, Scorch. Scorch has got a lot of opinions about it, let's say. But Scorch does what it needs to do. It gives you more damage early game. If you look at the spike of this page, Aery early game rune, Absolute Focus early game, Scorch early game, you're doing a chunk on your auto Q auto. It makes a very nice spike. However, if you don't feel confident in Scorch, you can always go Gathering Storm for scaling AP. That's okay. I just like to have that synergy going. Leading into the secondary, I like my biscuits and pots still. You see the theme. It's very good for Teemo. Again, Aery is for early game. I want to win lane. I want to poop on them. More sustain, more movement speed. It's going to help that, you know. Now, with this secondary, there are a couple options. If you want to go for Triumph and Alacrity or Alacrity and Coup de Grace for more damage, that's totally fine. I've seen Cheap Shot before with your Q. You know, that's totally fine as well. This is just my preference. Feel free to mix it up a little bit, but I recommend this. It's always going to... I like the high percentage rune pages. It's always going to do well. There's no messing it up. So that's going to be your Aery page. Same runes down here. And again, Aery versus mages, assassins, and ADCs when you want to win lane, when you know you can win lane, because it's an early game rune page. All right, on to bigger, better things. Now we're going to be talking about items. Teemo items. Let's go ahead and start with starting items. You see what I did there? Teemo doesn't have many options to start with. So I want to go ahead and let y'all know on a very little known fact about Teemo. So when we took our rune page, you know that adaptive force that we took in the second slot? By default, for some reason, Teemo's adaptive force is attack damage. If you notice, when I have no items, I'm getting 5 AD. And that's the adaptive force kicking in. Now, Teemo's an AP champion, so we don't want AD. If you notice, when I buy an AP item, I don't get 15 AP, I get 24. So that means I'm getting 9 for my adaptive force. So when you start with items, right, and when you build any items, your adaptive force, would you rather have 5 AD or 9 AP as Teemo? Very important to know. Now, I don't know why it's like that, but it is. So that being said, the best starting for Teemo is Doran's Ring of 2 pots. This gives mana, AP, and health, and it helps you with last hitting a little bit. Now, I have seen people go Dark Seal start with refillable. This is fine, sure, but it's not as good as Doran's. Teemo top lane is not a get 15 kills at 5 minutes kind of role. It's more of a war of attrition. You're not going to be getting that many kills to stack the Dark Seal. So I personally don't recommend Dark Seal. It's weaker than Doran's Ring. But there is a third option. There is Cole. Now, again, you won't be getting that 9 AP. As you can see, you're only going to get 5 AD extra. But the thing about Cole, you're not taking Cole to win 1v1. You're not taking to get solo kills. You'll be taking Cole, which does 7 AD, restore 3 health per hit. But look at this Reap passive. Okay? Reap, you may not be able to see it on the screen, but I'll tell you. Reap gives 1 extra gold a minion, and when you get 100 minions, you get 350 gold. What that means is you get 450 gold total with Cole. But you also sell it when you're done. So you're overall getting 630 gold from Cole. Now, why is this actually viable? Because if you're in a lane that you take first strike against, so you're just scaling, or if you just want to scale and get some more gold, that's where Cole comes in. Doran's Ring is good for winning lane, for snowballing. Cole is good just for scaling and farming. So be careful with this because you're going to be a fair bit weaker. 12 AD versus 24 AP, that's a fair bit weaker. But if you're down to scale, it's a viable option. That's going to be the 2 starting items I recommend. I think the rest are bad. So Doran's Ring to win lane, and Cole if you want to scale. That's my 2 starting items. Now, we are very lucky to be playing Teemo in Season 12. Teemo has what they call build diversity. He can go a plethora of mythic items. That's what we judge each build off of. But there are 3 items that have been performing better than the others consistently. And that's what I'm here to tell you. So please be mindful. Always synergize your item with your rune page. You don't want to be mismatching anything. Have a theme to your runes and builds. Let's crack into it. The most popular Teemo build is going to be Press the Attack, Riftmaker. Now, this build has been coined this season because it's insane. It gives you 1v1 potential because of all the extra auto attacks and the Press the Attack value. It also gives you AP damage because although you can auto 3 times and those autos are easier with Berserker Greaves, right? It still does AP damage because you are building AP items. So this is kind of a dual threat build. Now, with every single build, spoiler alert, before your mythic item, you're going to be going Nashor's Tooth. This is the best item in the game for Teemo. It gives AP, attack speed, and on-hit damage. This is everything Teemo needs in a nutshell. So this build is going to be Nashor's, Riftmaker, and then we have our situational items. This is the core build. Again, make sure you have Press the Attack when you run this. This only works for Press the Attack because of the Berserker Greaves. More attack speed, more auto attacks for Press the Attack. Now the situational items, they are going to be Demonic Embrace, Zhonya's Hourglass, Void Staff, Death Cap, and Banshee's Veil. These situational items will be need to look at every game. Very important to start working on that. Banshees is great versus those pick threats or AP sources. Zhonya's is great, honestly, every game as long as you're half decent with it because it gives you that stasis. Void is great if they have a lot of magic resist. Death Cap is great if they don't have a lot of magic resist and you build it later in the game. Demonic is wonderful because this item is always going to give you value. You can never mess it up. AP, health, beautiful. And damage, of course. So those are the situational items. By popularity, Demonic Embrace is number 1, Zhonya's is number 2, then Void Staff, Death Cap, Banshees. But really, you should be thinking about every single item, every single game with this build. I just listed it out for you. It's a little bit hard, but you'll get used to it. So again, just to wrap up the build for you. Berserker Greaves, Nashor's, Riftmaker, paired with Press the Attack, then Demonic, Zhonya's, Void Staff, Death Cap, or Banshees. Situationally. Now, if you don't want to think about all that, I would just say, hey, go Demonic every game, Zhonya's, and then Void Staff, and sell your boots for Death Cap. But think about it situationally, it's worth it. That's going to be build number 1, Riftmaker. Most popular build by far. Very good build. Beautiful. Build number 2. The second most popular build for Teemo. Now, this one's going to be very interesting. It's very misunderstood. Liandrys Anguish. This was changed Season 11. Liandrys used to be the best item on Teemo every single game. Now it's merely situational. If you look at this item and you read the passives, both types of damage are around max health. You do bonus magic damage based on the target's bonus health. At 1250 you get max value. And then you do magic damage based on the target's max health. Both of these are aimed at max health. And what champions get max health? Bruisers and tanks. So we can deduce that Liandrys is situational and it's only good when they are building health, which means it's only good versus bruisers and tanks. I personally recommend only building it when they have at least 2 bruisers and tanks, and be very, very particular. Make sure you look at the enemy items and see what they're building. 2 bruisers and tanks with 2 or 3 health items, Liandrys is amazing. Without that, I would still stick to Riftmaker or with the next build we'll mention, that I'm not going to spoil. So again, Liandrys is only good versus bruisers and tanks, only good versus max health. So if you're versus bruisers and tanks, what rune page are you going to be running? Press the Attack. Most often you're going to pair it with Berserker Greaves, Nashers, of course, since it's broken, and Liandrys. That's going to be your most common build with Liandrys. But there are times where you're not going to take Pressy Attack with Liandrys. If you take Aery, or if you take First Strike and Scale, if you do not take Pressy Attack, you would go Sork Boots. So Pressy Attack Berserkers, no Pressy Attack Sork Boots. Then it would be Sork Boots, Nashers, Liandrys. And that's going to be the second most popular build. For the situational items, again, Demonic Embrace, very, very safe, very, very good. You get the double burn going. Zhonya's for survivability. Banshees for survivability versus magic damage. Void Staff if they have magic resist. Death Cap for AP. And another situational item that is viable on this build that isn't with Riftmaker is Cosmic Drive. Because Cosmic Drive gives you a ton of haste to work with. To make use of that haste, you have to have mana, which Liandrys actually gives you. Look at that. So, Cosmic Drive is also situational. So, a lot of thinking with these situational items. You have, to wrap it up, Berserkers or Sorks, Nashers, Liandrys. Then you have the situational build of Demonic, Zhonya's, Void Staff, Death Cap, Cosmic Drive, or Banshees. Now, based on popularity, I would say you're most likely going to go Demonic or Zhonya's, Void or Death Cap, followed up with the Cosmic Drive. So, that is going to be build number 2 versus Bruisers and Tanks. That one is a fan favorite, I'll tell you that much. The last but not least viable build for Teemo, number 3, Ludens Echo. So if you've been following along, Riftmaker is good every single game with Pressy Attack and Berserkers. Liandrys is good versus Bruisers and Tanks with either Sorks or Berserkers, and either Pressy Attack, First Strike, or Aery. Now, Ludens is going to be total opposite of these two. Ludens is only going to be good versus squishy champions, versus games that you are versus a lot of champions that you can one-shot. Very assassin-esque playstyle. And I'll tell you why. If you look at Ludens, it gives flat magic pen, both on the item and for the mythic passive. Flat magic pen is good versus champions that have little to no magic resist. Because how magic pen works in League, flat gives a flat amount. If you have 6 magic pen, if they have a squishy champion that has 30 magic resist, 6 is 6, right? You pair that with Sork Boots, you're at 24 just off the rip. You have a Nashers, you're at 29 magic pen. If a squishy champion has 30 MR and you take away 29, they have 1 left. Now, that's flat magic pen versus squishies. If you take away 29 MR versus a tank, they have 150. That's not a big number, huh? Now, if you look at Void Staff, it does percentage magic pen. Void Staff is good for tanks. Why is all this important? Why am I rambling? Because if you build Ludens versus a tanky team, it is going to give terrible value and be a terrible build. If you build Ludens versus a squishy team, it's going to be very good value, very good build. You're going to be doing true damage. So, Ludens, we put all that together, is good versus squishy champions, but more in specific, champions that don't have a lot of magic resist. Now, when you think about the synergy, you will be going Sork Boots with this build, no Berserker Greaves. You'll be going Sork Boots, and you're going to be going Nashers still, because Nashers, although it does on-hit magic damage, it gives 100 frickin' AP, and it just broke it on Teemo. So you still go that Nashers, then you would go Ludens, and this build does not have any situational items. It's a full glass cannon, risk it for the biscuit, one-shot build. What that means is that you will be going Shadow Flame, because this gives flat magic pen. So if you look at all the magic pen we have, it is beautiful. You have 34 right now at 4 items, including boosts, but this is actually 44 to 54 because of the Shadow Flame. That's enough to take out a squishy's MR. Then you'll be going Death Cap for the full AP one-shot effect, and Lichbane. No situational items, no thinking, just pure glass cannon, pure one-shot. The squishies are gone. But remember, risk it for the biscuit. This build stinks versus tanks, so make sure you're thinking about it before you pull the trigger. That's why we have 3 builds to work with. Each game, you can go the best build for that game, and it is beautiful. Now, Ludens, you're going to be pairing for Rune Page. It will be with either First Strike or Aery, or if you're brave, to go for a Red Tree. It also is good with Fleet Footwork. Pretty much any rune except Pressy Attack, because we don't plan on them living for 3 autos. We plan on one-shotting them. Fleet, Aery, any red rune if you decide to go for that, or First Strike, paired with this build, and it is going to be a potent one-shot build. Now we're all set up for success. Let's go ahead and hop in game here and talk about everything Teemo when you're actually on the Rift. So, the first thing I want to talk about is going to be Teemo and his power spikes and overall how the champion needs to be played. So, let's start with early game, and in more particular, laning phase. In laning phase, it really just depends everything on the matchup, on your build, your runes, and your comfort level. So Teemo's beauty is the flexibility. This is amazing. So if you're versus a good lane and you take an early game rune page, like press the attack, you know, and you get Berserker Greaves, you want to play early game very, very aggressive. You have a good lane and you want to abuse that. Teemo is very, very OP when you have a decent matchup. Now, of course, you still have to ward for the jungler. You have to play around the jungler, play around your team. But overall, in the early game aspect, and in more particular laning phase, you want to adapt to whatever's going on. If you have a bad lane, you want to survive, you want to just farm. I classify laning phase until 14 minutes because that's when turret plates go down. So if you're in a good lane, you want to be aggressive overall. You want to have a good early game build, good early game rune page, and you want to play aggressive. Kill him, kill the jungler, all the above. And in a losing lane, just play safe. Make sure to get your farm, make sure not to die. Now, regardless, in laning phase, your number one goal is obviously CS, but your number two goal is tower plates. They're actually more worthwhile than getting kills. Each plate is 160 gold, but there is zero risk involved, zero zilch, nada. You just auto a turret, which Teemo does well. Especially recurve bow, Nashor's Tooth. So, turret plates are very OP, and you can get these whether you're winning or losing. If the enemy laner roams, you get a turret plate. You get 2 turret plates, 320 gold. If the enemy laner's based, if you're pooping on him, if you kill him, turret plates are gold. So, in the laning phase, you play for CS, you play for plates, then you play for kills. Very important to make sure you maximize getting these turret plates. 160 gold a plate equals 320, 480, equals a lot of gold. And also, if you get first blood turret, it's also a nice bonus gold. So, very important. That's how you want to play Teemo in the early game in the laning phase. And he's very flexible, so make sure to use this to your advantage. Now, when we go into the mid-game as Teemo, I classify mid-game as 14 minutes to 25 minutes. This is very, very crucial for Teemo. Again, the flexibility, the versatility is Teemo's bread and butter. So from 14 minutes to 25 minutes, you have to make a choice, and this is what we call macro. You have to choose, hey, do I split push or do I team fight? Now, Teemo can do both, so at all times of the game, you have to be thinking about this. If you can 1v1 the enemy laner, and if you don't die very easily to the enemy champions, splitting might be very good. If the game is super fast-paced, a kill a minute, then you have to group and team fight, because otherwise your team's going to get smoked. But Teemo has a possibility to do both, and both of them are very, very good strategies. Now, keep in mind, the specifics of these, there's not really general tips. You would have to watch game to game, but a lot of common mistakes that a lot of lower elo players make. They try and do both, and they end up doing neither. How many times have you seen your top laner split push so they're not in the team fight, but also they didn't get turrets or inhibs? They kind of push and then base. That's exactly what you want to avoid. When you split, you have to get tier 2 turret. You have to get tier 3 turret, inhibs. You have to be productive. Just pushing and farming is not a good answer. So make sure you decide to do one of them. Split pushing all the way through or team fighting. Now, with my advice, I would recommend team fighting. It's a lot easier. Teemo can wreak havoc. He does a lot of damage. He can pentakill very easily. So I would recommend you team fight for this portion of the game. 4 minutes to 25 minutes to mid-game. But you should be looking for both to be a well-rounded player. Now, I do have a little tip for you. After 14 minutes, you are no longer detained to the top lane. Every time you base like so, you should think, do I go top, mid, or bottom? This will help your macro a lot. Farm a wave or two and then rethink it over and ask yourself the same thing. You do not have to go top lane. That will help you out a ton with the macro. Top, mid, or bottom, you can do any of them. You're not detained to the top lane for 14 to 25 minutes. And that is overall how you're going to be playing Teemo in the mid game. Too long didn't watch? Split push or team fight. Make a choice. Now, as far as late game Teemo, I classify late game Teemo as 25 minutes until the game ends. So late game Teemo, again, you still want to split or team fight, but you have to be very tight with it. It's very boom, boom, boom. The game is going to end, or you're going to end very quickly. So at this point in the game, you have to have a heightened sense of awareness. Teemo can be one-shot very easily. He can also do the one-shotting. So at this point in the game, we introduce stealth picks. We introduce stealthy in a bush looking for a kill, you can play like an assassin. Also, at this point in the game, you have enough items to where you can flash, ignite, auto Q, and one-shot an enemy ADC. So at this late game, it's the same as mid-game with your macro, but now you can introduce stealth plays, whether you stealth in a lane, in a bush, by an objective. You can go for one-shots with the flash ignite, or you can end the game with one good split push. So heightened sense of awareness. Also be very careful because Teemo, the one flaw is he is one-shottable, very squishy. So have that urgency. You cannot get caught. If you get caught at this point of the game, it is game over, kaput. But with great responsibility comes great power. So that's how you play Teemo early, mid, and late game. He's a very awesome champion, and he's very versatile. Now, I get asked all the time about my Shrooms. I want to let y'all know every little insider tip to Shrooms. This is probably I don't want to say it out loud, the only mechanic that Teemo has. Besides, auto-attacking and kiting and looking cool. His Shrooms. Shroom placement, shroom usage, all the above. So first tip. If you are using Riftmaker, you cannot just be spamming your Shrooms randomly. You will go immediately. So number one, it's okay to hold max Shrooms when you're playing a Riftmaker build. Totally fine. Only use them when you need to. Don't just pop them down randomly. That would make no sense. When you have Liandrys or Ludens, you have a little mana to back up your haste. So you can use them a little more liberally. When you're max stacked, that's totally fine. You can just pop them down whenever. Very important. That's going to be tip number one. Take that to heart. So now, Shroom placement. That's what it's all about, baby. Shroom placement in laning phase will start. So when you get your Shroom in laning phase, okay, I'm going to show you exactly where to place them. So first off, I like to place one in a bush. Depending on if you're pushed or not, you can do it in this bush right there, or you do it in this bush right here. That's Shroom number one in laning phase. This will prevent any lane gank. Lane ganking is very OP for the enemy jungler, and Teemo is out of water if that happens. This presents that very easily. Also, depending on which side of the map you're on, this side, I put a Shroom right here. This is a river gank Shroom. If they gank from river and you're running away like so, this will catch him. It will slow him down very nicely. Same thing on the other side. This is the Shroom right here, right at this corner. Boom. Again, if they're ganking from the river, they will hit that and you'll be able to run away safely, whether you're on the bush or over here. These are two little lane Shrooms I like to use to prevent and deter ganks. And you can see that it looks very symmetrical right here. Very similar spots. Now, I also like to put one in each bush. This one is a nice one to prevent a gank. They'll usually pop on that puppy right there. And again, use your Shrooms wisely. You don't have to have all these down as soon as you hit level 6. I'm just showing you the nice spots that are very desirable. So these are kind of when you have extra Shrooms to boot. Don't just pop all your Shrooms down in one go and get hit by a pink water sweeper. Just do these as the game permits it. So in the river itself, you can put a Shroom over here as well. Almost like not on this corner because this path isn't really desirable, but more like right there. So it's like if they're running up river, boom. One in the bush there, and then this bush. This bush you can't really Shroom it too well because the jungler can take like a vast, ways of going in here. I like to do one right here. Don't do it in the middle because no jungler is going to walk in the directly middle of the bush with the Teemo. So right on this corner, this protects both of these routes right here. Very nice. And those are like my Shrooms to prevent lane ganks and ganks in the top lane. These are preventative Shrooms for the ganks. Now, I do want to show y'all, these are the Shroom spots for laning phase, but before we get out of laning phase, let me go ahead and show you how I like to use my Shrooms the most. Using your Shrooms proactively is beautiful for Teemo, and this is more of a high elo trick. Not every Teemo main knows how to do this properly. So, these are the wonderful Shrooms you can pop down when you have some. This is tip number 3. Use your Shrooms to win lane. Use your Shrooms to poop on the enemy and to get turret plates. Because that is going to be the easiest way to use them. That's going to be the most reliable. So when you're pushing a wave, feel free to pop a Shroom down. Look, this wave's here. You put a Shroom down, boom. It shoves so much more quicker. You get all those shoved in, and you go to the turret and you start hammering that puppy down. Also, I can't show you right now, but if you ever fight with an enemy champion, say you are duking it out of the Darius. Well, he's got to be in melee range to hit you. So if you put a Shroom on a minion, boom, It will blow up. It will hit the enemy champion. That is how you win lane with your Shrooms. You don't just bust them all down in the river. Use them to push waves. Use them to AoE onto the enemy champions. Very, very useful. And that's pretty much how to Shroom in laning phase. But now when we get to that mid game and that late game we were talking about, right? Changes up a little bit. Obviously, you can always put a Shroom on an objective right here for the Herald and Baron. And then if we go over here, right here for the Drake, they will have to trigger this if they want to start objectives. That's going to be very, very useful. When you are splitting, right? When you are split pushing, hey, you got this turret down. You're pushing, put a Shroom right here, because if they are going to come to you, they're going to cut that corner. If you're pushing this turret, you just Shroom around you. Again, don't load up the map and just dump them all, right? You're not just going to do this, boom, 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 put every Shroom down. No, that would not make any sense, right? You just use them sparingly. So if you're pushing, maybe you'll put one in this path here, maybe one in this bush. Just use them to help push, right? You're split pushing. You're not just Shrooming the forest for fun. You're putting the Shrooms down to help you split. If you're splitting here, these two Shrooms are going to help, not just everywhere. So that's going to be how you use the Shrooms in the mid game. If you're team fighting, again, same thing as the laning phase. You just pop it. If a fight breaks down, you just pop it in the middle of everybody, right? But that's, yeah. I mean, that's, you know, I didn't lie to you when I said Teemo doesn't have many mechanics, right? I wasn't a liar. Shrooms are the most, but that's really, that's going to be about it, right? Now, for late game, very important. This is the final tip with Shrooming and the final tip of Teemo mechanics. For late game, you are going to be Shrooming the enemy champions with Zhonya's or Guardian Angels or Stasis effects. Zillion are Zhonya's Guardian Angels. As soon as that pops, you put a Shroom on it, they cannot get away from it unless they flash. So you're going to get a flash for one Shroom, or you're going to kill them, because a Shroom late game is going to be deadly. So use them for the Zhonya's, the stopwatches, the Zillion R, the you know, old Aatrox before we got reworked. Any boomers in the chat? There you go. You know, that's going to be a very unique way of playing Teemo with their Shrooms. And then last but not least, here is going to be the most fun addition. They just introduced this recently. You can bounce your Shrooms if you didn't know. So when you're max level, Teemo's going to arm like an NFL quarterback. You put one Shroom down, and boom, bouncy boy. They go far. I've used this multiple times, and it feels epic every time. You can do it infinitely. As long as you have the mana for it, these puppies will bounce across the damn map. All day. All day. So, yeah, that's 100% how you Shroom. Look at my career. If you've made it this far into the video, pats on head. You've been a good kitten, okay? And I'm going to reward you because you've reached the matchup section of the video. This is what top lane's all about. It's the island. It's the 1v1 me bro in the top lane. It's built on it, baby, okay? And what is the most important thing headed into top lane? Matchups. That's what I'm talking about. What I've done for y'all is boom, that just happened. I put every single top lane champion into these little rune categories. How to use this is pretty simple. Find what champion that you're laning against and look to see which rune you're going to take. Some champions you can take 2 runes, whatever it's press the attack or fleet, or maybe area or fleet or first strike press the attack. Some you could take 2 runes, and all that means is that pick which one matches your play style better. Teemo's all about that versatility. So again, find your champion, find which rune page you should run, whether it's 1 or 2, and there you go. I did all the hard work for you. Look at that. And we're going to break down the top 40 champions here in a moment with tips for each one of them. But for now, go ahead, take all the time you need. Find out which rune you need. It's not rocket scientist, right? Tell me I'm pretty, tell me I'm perfect, and we're cool. Complain about your team and I get triggered, right? It's not rocket science. It's nothing new. If you tell me that, you know, a team comp sucks, I'll tell you you're an idiot, right? These are all things that everybody knows, I feel like. But if you're new, you don't know that, so I have leniency. That's fine. But like if you've been here for a while, you know, it's nothing crazy. Fuck, man. Smurf Q's are real, right? Smurf Q's a real thing. You know what I mean? Don't build Dustblade. Anyway, it's fine. We'll get to the game here. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. See, Eric, good job. Austix, how you doing? Arch, thank you. Good job, everybody. Cammy, you're wonderful. All right, this game we're going to be going Aery and our Ludens build. The one-shot build, right? The classic one-shot build. It's awesome. So we're going to cheese her first. Camille is... Oh, nice. She stood still and gave me a little poke. That's nice. Just a love tap. Camille is not a squishy champion, but she is in the early parts of the game, and that's where I'm going to abuse her. So we're going to go this page. Camille, you can kind of go any rune page. You can go Pressy Tag, you can go Fleet, or you can go Aery like we're doing. And Aery is very strong early game. So we're going to abuse the fact that she is squishy in the early parts of the game. We're hopefully going to get a solo dolo and get a nice chunks on her. Like that. Like all that extra damage is going to add up. And we're going to transition it nicely. If you look at their team comp, they also have a very squishy team, right? So this page should work out even versus Camille here. She's level 1. I mean, she's level 2, but it's fine. Oh, should I have went, maybe I should have went W to catch her. That's fine. If we get her TP, that's A-okay. Okay. Kayn, on my way. I mean, Camille's weak. I'm here. Gnar's here. If they just live for like half a second. Oh, good fucking god. Okay, he's surviving. I used my blind already. That's fine. Okay, that could be worse. Wait, Gnar, where are you going with blue buff, pal? I'm going to help this. I don't think we're going to leave just yet. Are we getting debated? I got blind here. Look at that. Look at that blind. Nice. I can't believe they tried to pull that. I thought they were trolling us at first. I'm going to stay. Cam's going to TP. Is Cam really going to kill Kayn? I don't think Kayn's actually going to die. He can walk through freaking walls. That's a good early lane for us. I mean, we got a lot of damage on her early. And we, you know, she roamed and wasn't able to do anything because of that extra damage. So this feels good. I get a little baby freeze here, so. This is nice. This is nice. She still has flash, so it's not like we can just kill her by myself. As I was saying before all that madness happened, right? I took Aery this game along with Scorch. It's my go-to early game rune page just for that early game domination. Aery is the highest damage early game. It only requires an auto Q, so it feels pretty nice. Damn, that would have been a really nice gank. That's okay, though. I still have biscuits, too, so we're just looking real good. And the rest of their team as well. I'm not going to go Q-Max this game because I feel like I need the E. But the rest of the team as well is very squishy, so... Okay, I'm level 4, she's level 2. However, I'm eating these minion damage. But I have another biscuit, so we're chilling still. If I can survive till I have my my ignite up, she's gonna die, and that'd be nice. This would have been a really free gank. That's what I was kind of pinging for, right? But Kayn said, hey, screw you, and I said, fine. We're on our own. I really thought he was gonna gank. It seemed pretty free, but I was mistaken. This is gonna be pretty interesting here. Get a nice little chunk again, right? It's hitting pretty hard. If I can just stall till I have ignite, it's looking good. 20 seconds. A long 20 seconds. This is the danger zone for sure. Do I risk it? I mean, that wave is quite pushed. Maybe we'll take the base. I'm up 2 levels, though. Another minute till my next biscuit. Okay. We're just going to hang out here for now. If she gets a little too comfortable, I'm down for a little poke. That's good. That's a major ability. Okay. She kind of juked me there. If she goes in, my ass is grass. We definitely overstayed, but like I said, I really thought Kayn was going to come top. Right? I didn't do this, you know, just because I was bored. Thought it was a freebie. So, misjudgment. Definitely overstayed in hindsight. Just a little love tap on her. I'm out. Run. Keeping her honest. I have another biscuit coming up. I ulted her instead of the cannon. I can kill her here for sure. I want her to jump on me. Okay, you know what? I don't think flashing was the right idea there. I was mistaken. Oh, sweet fucking Jesus. Okay, we'll just call that a jungle gap, everybody. That's called an old-fashioned jungle gap, okay? Just believe me. That's free, right? Okay. See? It's a jungle gap. Arcane is better than their jungler. See? That's what I was talking about. Always compliment your jungler. It's that easy. I'm still ahead. Although I've missed every CS and I overstayed by a light year, it's still fine. We're still up like half a level. And the wave's pushing me, so we're actually okay. I went Blasting Wand. So this game was going perfect. The early game went perfect. The overstay really killed us, but we'll be okay. I really thought King was ganking. It was a free gank. I pinged it, right? Communication. The wave was pushing into me. It was looking great, right? I really put all my chips in that basket, and it didn't work out. But, so we used, that was our power spike, the early game with Aery and Scorch, right? It kills a ton of damage early game. Now, our spike is gone, but it's not like we're screwed or anything. We're still going to be putting that auto Q on her, as long as we don't catch the engage. Because look at that chunk. That was just an auto Q. And it's not like I'm weak, but, just not ideal, and that's okay, though. Look at that chunk again. She's just getting chunked with it. I have Mr. Kanye behind us. I'm just going to fight randomly because we have Kane. Okay. His Kane mechanics are a little interesting. I feel like that probably should have been free, but it's all good. Hey! Punk. You can see the damage we're pumping out. Just auto Q to victory. I guess beggars can't be choosers, right? We'll take the tower plates. We see Shyvana. She did Drake. Good job from her, but we're still looking good in this top department. I'm down to invade, right? Oh, I don't want to take this turret shot. Okay, you know what about this invade? I'm going to go ahead and leave. We'll go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here now. FF! All right, hefty Smurf. Looks like you're not smurfing that hard. I'm not sure about this invade because your boy has left. Maybe they have enough damage. Good luck. I'm rooting for you. Okay, I'm gonna go on a limb here and say it probably wasn't worth it. I don't think that's gonna end up being worth it there because they get 2 kills and we get 1. I'm not a mathematician, but okay. It's okay. I've got 2 assists. I feel okay about my gameplay. She has no R. I should be able to kill her, to be quite honest. She has no R. She might still have flash, but that's okay. Put that chunk on her, right? Just keep chunking. I'm still relatively strong right now. I have Ignite, too. So we're just going to try and run at her and fight. She's dead. Okay. I mean, that was easier than it... I feel like that was easier than it should have been. Since I'm going a Mana Mythic, the Ludens, I'm going to go Q max second instead of W. So we're seeing the damage still. 400 from Aery and 200 from Scorch at 9 minutes. That feels like an insane amount, She has TP. Okay, I'm out. She has not built magic resist yet. Very nice. Okay. I'm not going to fight that. I'm just going to leave. Spend my gold. Our bot lane is what they call getting mollywomped. I'm playing top lane, so I'm not going down there for a while. Oh no, the Lulu is blaming the jungler. Is it really his fault? Are you sure? Is Shyvana popping off? Is it really Keen's fault? Listen, I'm all for blaming the jungler and flaming them, but only when it's justified, All right, I have to defend my Kane's honor. I can't let this go on any further. I can't let it go on. There, I'm gonna hit her with a little banter. I think your name is a lie, there, young buck. That's all I'm gonna start off with that. I'm gonna slow play. Hey, you trying to hit me, Mrs. Camille? Haha, hold that for me, chunk. I can't kill her until I have Ignite, so we're chilling. I'll put a little poke on her. I feel like we've gotten the best out of her. couple times here. Ooh, if that Shroom hit, that would have been nice.
Reporting in.
I was gonna keep hitting her with a little banter, right? I gotta see how she responds to it first. Don't mind me, I'm just pooping on top lane, right? Don't mind me at all. I got 4 plates. Okay. We got a Drake, not bad. Kind of winnable. I don't think I'm gonna kill her right now. Okay, I guess I'll stay. Oh, the mid lane roam? Karth has no R either. Oh, you gotta run. Run for the hills. Get out of there. Okay. He can walk through walls, punk. I'm up 2 levels. No way she kills me, right? 0% chance. Alright, she's a goner. Alright, well, I mean, I think the rune page, I think it worked out. We can officially say we won the early game. Pretty hardcore. I think it worked right to our favor. Total stats for the early game, 600 and 264. Almost 900 damage from 2 runes. Pretty nutty. I don't think any rune is going to give you that value. Like I said, squishy, you know, Aery is for squishy lanes, squishy teams, mages, assassins, and ADCs, but a Camille is very squishy early game. We kind of proved that. And the rest of our team is squishy besides Shiv, so I think we'll be looking pretty good with this. Unfortunately, I do have to go Zanya's, right? I'm going to get a stopwatch now. I don't want to go Zanya's, right? I don't like going Zanya's with this build. I like going Ludens into the one-shot, but we're going to go for it because of the Karthus. I can't afford to die to him. I wouldn't recommend doing this. It's very situational, right? This build is best with one-shotting. You know, Shadow Flame, Death Cap, Nashers, and Ludens, that combo. But we got to do what we got to do. Yeah, I actually don't really want to fight this, so maybe I should just leave. I mean, like, I do a lot of damage. I don't think they understand, but it looks like they do a lot of damage, too. Okay. I have Zanya's, right? I get that kill there, no? Okay. Come on. Don't come on, you little shroud, you little cloak. Oh, I got her. Aery's OP. Sweet. That works. I didn't think I was actually going to pull that out. Sweet. I didn't even have to use my stopwatch. Wow, I'm surprised we won that. Hell yeah. Okay. Sure. Teemo's OP. Aery kind of saved the day there. Very nice. There's a chance Shyvana could be here. I'm willing to take the risk. Karthus has no R. Let's be real, that ward's really not going to do much. Am I really about to just yoink this whole turret? Is this how you carry? I took my lead from top lane and I said, okay, I'll go bot lane with it. She did Herald. Great, the risk was rewarded. We got a whole turret for that. Nice, very nice. Wow. I think they'll be okay. Oh, am I about to do it to this Karthus? Am I actually going to kill him and get away scot-free with my Zanya's? Yeah, he knows. He knows not to come in my territory. He knows better. Get out of here, punk. I was waiting for that ass. Okay. I mean, this game has gone, I wouldn't say picture perfect, but I would say picture perfect enough. It's 14 to 14. I feel like we're winning harder than that, but I mean, they do have a fed Karthus in bot lane. You know what, Trend? I'll go ahead and base. We're cool. Alright, I don't actually have to convert this to a Zanya's just yet, right? I can sit on the stopwatch for now. So I'm going to look for both these components. 864 plus 850. I should have gold for it. Nice, perfect. I'm going to go Ludens. I'm just going to sit on the stopwatch. I'm not going to convert it unless I have to. If all goes well, we'll go Shadow Flame, then Deadly Death Cap. I don't think he's going to give that to me. I guess I'll take a peek mid. I just have to be careful because I die pretty easily. Like I have a lot of damage, but I also die in one hit. So I can't just run around like I own the place. Not yet. Although it's exactly what we're doing, so I guess I will. I one-shot them if I can actually sneak up on him like this. Okay, he's dead. I'm not gonna go near Karthus. Oh, she does a lot of damage as well. Okay. Full debate. Okay. We saw two of them top, so I'm just gonna push mid. I don't really need Drake here. Shyvana's coming, that's fine. Just gonna hit this. That Drake's really not important whatsoever. This turret's way cooler. Oh, oops. Forgot, you need minions to kill turret. My fault. Karthus, I think Karthus is gonna press R. I'm gonna bait him. I'm pretty sure he sees me 1 health. He's gonna press R off the rift. I'm just gonna press stopwatch. So get this turret, I hope. Okay, so he uses ult. That's pretty cool. I'll buy the Zanyas. That's okay. Yeah, I mean, Drake's gone. That's fine. I don't give a damn about that Drake. It's second Drake. Who cares, right? Who gives a holler back? Oh, let's get stopwatch. I mean, let's get Zanyas. We can't get Zanyas. Okay, never mind. Teemo! Here, I'm gonna keep trolling her. Sorry, don't help flamers. I give one little ping. I do help flamers. I'm down to win, right? But I'm not gonna explain the in-depth process of me going for turret instead of Drake there. Just fucking trolling around. And now she responds. When I called her out about her name being a fib, you know, she didn't type anything. Now look at this. Sorry, not she. I just based off the champion. But Lulu. Listen, hefty Smurf. I don't believe you're smurfing. You're not playing too well. You're lying to us. I mean, I guess like if my team's gonna go for this, I guess I'm on my way. Trynd actually one-shots me right now. He definitely 1v1s me. I don't have Zanyas. Hey, they got a kill. Nice. Just damage test. How much do I do here with 1 kill? Half his health. Not bad. Not too shabby. She got top turret. That's fine. We're looking for this tier tizzle. Just kidding. Senna has 2 items. Wow. Good for her. Good job. I'm going top. This fight's not going to work out. I have to. If our team's staying, I have to stay. This is a really unfortunate position because I don't think we should fight this. Right? They have a lot of damage, a lot of wave clear. So, not really sold on this fight. So I'm just gonna try and not die. Okay. So Kayn got shit on. Keep in mind, Karthus still has R. So I mean, that went exactly how we thought it was gonna go. So we'll leave now. It's like, you know, that's not really a shocker. Okay, Kane's gonna blame Lulu. What is wrong with these? Hey, I made a mistake. I dove and I died. Report Lulu. Like, come on. You can't make it up. You can't make this stuff up. Just instantly, just like that. Hey, he went in and dove. Bad play. Report Lulu. Listen, I know she's playing like shit, but that one's not her fault, dude. This guy can 100% kill me. I'm going to try and stealth. It didn't work out. That was my only play. I was trying to get the stealth off. I wasn't quick enough. I think a minion was beating my ass. Inting like doggies. I mean, Gnar has a point. He's playing pretty well. 2-1 and 4 up a lot of CS. Good job. Good job from him. Playing mid lane Gnar, making him look OP. Like, well done. Bonk. Yordle power. You know, I'm still going to go stopwatch. I still have to. Because the Karthus are alone.
That's gotta sting.
Thanks, Llama. Thanks for the idea.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, yo! Rest in peace. Rest in puppies. Alright, who's she gonna blame? Is she gonna ping me or Kane? Which one? Who's it gonna be? Is it me or Kane? Who she's gonna blame? Who's she gonna flame? She's not just gonna be like, hey, that was my fault, right? She's not gonna say anything. Okay, we'll take. I mean, that's actually we'll take that. What a fun game. We're playing well. Our runes and builds are popping off. This is fun. This is a good one. 1400 damage from Aery, 500 from Scorch. That's kind of nutty. That's a lot. I don't think anybody else has done nearly as much. Oh, okay. You know, honestly, to be honest, that was a good play from them. Good Baron. Good job.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Honestly, I didn't even see that coming. Well done. How do you make a moan sound? Should it be like Ergonomic? Boink. Thank you. Karthus has no R, correct? I'm not gonna keep getting hit by his stuff. Tryndamere's mid, okay. It's kind of fine. Honestly, again, I don't care about this Drake. I'm gonna get the 600 gold turret. I'm also gonna threaten to get an inhib. I'm gonna... Shyvana's just going for Drake. I'm allergic to Drakes. I mean, somebody should be able to get Trynd, right? Oh, Trynd stopped pushing. That's wonderful. I've got 10 seconds to get this turret. Trynd's going to fight. It's actually great for us. Even if he gets a kill, who cares, right? He didn't get inhib, and he shouldn't be able to ace us there. I get another turret, too, for free. No way Trynd kills everybody, right? I don't believe that. There we go. That's not bad. We get Drake still. That's fine. I got 2 turrets. That's 900 gold. That works out perfectly. This is going to be a little bit of an overstay, but maybe I can get a quick one-tap on somebody. I'm dead. Okay, well, I mean, you know, I wouldn't say worth, but we'll take it. I'll say worth just because. Alright, let's go Shadow Fart. They don't really have any magic resist, only one person with it. It's a Shadow Fart angle for sure. You know, I zoned pretty hard in the Senna. I didn't have to die there. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I kind of forgot what was happening. My eyes lit up, and I really wanted to get it like a one-shot, so that's really all that happened. Probably not worth it, to be quite honest, but, you know, it's how the cookie crumbles. Alright, okay, listen. The passive-aggressive. What are they gonna say? I'll do one of these faces. Alright, I'm gonna go out base. I do want to defend. I don't think we're gonna be splitting here, right? We'll defend the fort. I mean, if I can get a little bit of damage off, right? I can just do a little bit of damage to some people. We lose mid turret. That's kind of a stinker. Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna pop a little Q on him. That's all I got. Kane got a kill. That's cool. Jinx is doing Jinx things. I mean, I've got Zanyas for this, so it's fine. I almost didn't use it. That's fine. That's what I bought the item for. No way she actually does this, right? Bonk. Bonk. Horny jail. Horny jail. Horny jail. Trynd didn't do anything there. Hey, good job by Gnar. Trynd was splitting and he did nothing. That's great. I mean, she kind of one-shots me, but we're going to shoot for the stars anyway. We don't give an F. I'm going for it. Shooting for the stars here. Go! Is there any way that there's not a ward anywhere and I can just sit in a bush and get a kill? That'd be really cool if that's the case, but... Alright, Senna, come here. Senna or Karthus by yourself, but without anybody else, and no wards. No, Camille, not you. I need Karthus or Senna. No, not you either, Shyvana. No, Karthus, you're going the wrong way. They have a sweeper.
These first
I'm
games
stuck.
suck.
Help
I
me
think
stuck.
it's primarily
Support.
Manko's dog shit Teemo jungle.
Hope everything is good, man.
Alright, I'm leaving. You're
You're
back.
the swift scout, the arch.
You're back. Don't go anywhere. Hey, Milton, thanks for the sub, buddy. Welcome back to the community. Keep kicking and taking stay positive. How the heck you doing? Hey, Kane, I don't think that's how you're supposed to do that. I don't think that is the proper way of team fighting, sir. That's gonna help us lose the game. But he's playing Kane, so he walked through walls and healed a lot, so it's fine. Wall Walker, Paul Walker, rest in peace. Let's go towards over here. I want blue. There's no way Kane's gonna take this from me. I'm 7-3 and 7. I do a ton of damage. He actually gave it to me. I'm surprised. Gnar, I know you're a 1v9, but there's gonna be the whole squad up there, bucko. Oh, the whole squad is hanging out farming Krugs. Beautiful. That's great. Gnar got the kill. Nice. Good job. I'm looking for a pick on Mrs. Camille. She's basing. That's fine. I think I can 1v1 her. Even, like, this isn't a 1v1 build, but I think I'm strong enough. He better stop being sarcastic. Or what is it? Passive-aggressive or sarcastic? I don't know which one it is, or both. I mean, I can't really kill her. Our team's here, though. I would like to think that she saw me. We're pushing mid, so I'm kind of down. They're going in as well. Wait, this is a good fight. Maybe I can go and pick Karthus before he gets to the team. I'm taking the scenic fucking route. I'll take the Senna. That's just as good. Oh, no. I'm going to die to his ult. I should have... fuck me. I'm dead. Maybe I should... I Zanya's... I didn't have to. That's a bad Zanya's by me, to be honest. The bad Zanya's. They weren't going to just turn on me. That's a bad Zanya's. My bad. My fault. Tryndamere is coming. F. F me and F and F. F and FF. Trina has no R. I think they can get there. Maybe with a quickie goink. Oh, nice try. Swing and a miss. He has R. A 1-for-1's not bad. That's not bad at all. I mean, we're still looking pretty okay. I chunked them real good there. I came around and popped Senna. We can probably do Baron, I would think. We can melt it. Kane's looking for a pick. I respect that. It's actually a really good. It's a really good pick if he gets it. I mean, that's a good pick attempt. I think Gnar kind of dropped the ball there. But it's fine. Can I find Karthus again? I'm looking for Karthus. Looking for Karthus. I did not find him quick enough. I guess I'll settle for Camille. Okay. I mean, I can't actually kill him. Hey, he got his flash. That's kind of cool. That's not too shabby. I got Camille around the bend. I picked the wrong direction for Karthus, but I got Camille. We got Karth flash. It's not bad for a broken fight. That was a good pick from Kane. If Gnar stayed with her, I think it would have been a lot cleaner. But I don't blame Gnar that much. Like Baron looks cool. We could probably just do it, honestly. I should have pinged that. We could have done it as us three. That's okay. All right, we're going Death Capitalist item, so I'm going to save a little bit of my gold here. Lulu, I don't know if you can kill her alone. This is Shift of a Bone, yeah. I'm on my way, though. Karthus, it would be really nice if he runs into me and I could one-shot him before the fight. That'd be really cool, but he's not doing that so far, so it's kind of lame. I'm going to look for this. It might not happen, though. Come on, Senna. Come over here. Come a little closer. No? It's fine. Gnar's bottom. He could 1v1 Tryndamere. That's kind of cool, but he has no TP, so... It's like, what's the chances that we actually don't die over here? Or what's the chances that, you know, he doesn't die? I definitely am not a fan of starting Baron at this moment, so I'm going to go auto-attack some noobs. We see Trynd, right? I'm gonna keep pinging this because they probably have multiple bottom. They probably have multiple bogeys. We should probably start Baron. I don't know where Jinx is going. Jinx our ADC, so we need her to auto attack this. She's coming. It might be, you know, see how long it takes, but I mean, so far it looks okay. Gnar is doing what Gnar needs to do. This looks pretty clean. Looks like we got it. Sweet. Good job, Gnar. I'm not sure about this one. Oh, it's a lot of damage from Senna. She got boned. I'm just gonna go ahead and push top. Like, that fight's effed, right? I mean, it wasn't even a team fight. It was kind of just, I don't know what that was, but I'm just gonna push top. So Tryndamere has no R and he's basing. Okay, so I should be able to one-shot Tryndamere, but it's his ultimate up. He has quick blades that gives haste. I'm gonna assume he has ultimate again. It's season 12. Ultimates don't go on cooldown, so I'm just gonna base. I'll walk a little bit further. I don't trust him. Her. Shyvana. Thing. Oh, hey everybody, how we doing? Nice to see you around my part of town. We got Baron, which is cool, but it's not that cool because we're not gonna be able to do anything with it. I can split, but I would have to play it pretty decent for Tryndamere. I don't see how I'm gonna. I don't see how I'm gonna split because I need Zhonya's for Tryndamere ult and I need Zhonya's for Karthus. So it's kind of like splitting doesn't really feel like a possibility for me. Gnar can split, but you know our team isn't really showing that they understand. Like, hey, if Gnar pushes bottom, we have to push mid or Baron. Like, we've been pretty slow with it, so I don't think that's really gonna work out. So I'm just gonna look for team fights. Trynd's top, so we should be able to get a fight off at Drake. Or I could just push bottom. I want to do both, to be honest. I'm going to let my team fight. I'm just going to look for the inhib. Because I'm assuming that they're all going to fight. Yeah, I'm just going to push this. Jinx is dead anyway, so that team fight's gone. Trynd's pushing top. I hope he doesn't base. That'd be great if he doesn't. Nobody tell Trynd that I'm going to end the game here. Wait, is nobody basing for me? I think I just won the game for my team. Pretty sure none of them based. Hey, look at that. I mean, totally calculated. Yeah, totally. 100%. I'm a god. Carried. Trynd doesn't realize that I have Baron. Hell yeah. He's like, hold up. I'm going to end the game. No, I'm going to end the game. Imagine if that Karth R one-shot me. Okay, I mean, that's just a free win. Look at that. Totally wasn't worried. Totally wasn't worried at all. Totally knew we were going to win that for sure. Dark Harvest is really bad. It's really crap early game. And it's just a really crap rune. It doesn't really make sense for top lane. It's okay in the jungle, okay for support, and even for mid lane if you're gonna roam a lot. But for top lane, it makes no sense because top lane is the only lane where you can't proc it a lot. Hater. This game is going to be our Liandrys game. The reason why is because if you look at their team, they have the double front line. Liandrys is only going to be good versus bruisers and tanks, but for this game, it fits that mold. Gnar and Zac, two beefy frontliners, whether you want to call Gnar a bruiser or tank, but Zac's definitely a tank. So it fits that threshold for Liandrys to be viable. Now, you can also run Riftmaker this game. Riftmaker is good every single game, but Liandrys will do a nice chunk of damage. So my room page, again with Liandrys, remember, you can go pretty much anything. You can go press attack first bruisers or tanks. You can go first strike if you want to farm. And you can reliably proc it. Or you can go fleet. Fleet is also a good rune. All three are viable for Liandrys. Little wiggle room. I went fleet this game because versus Gnar, I'm not going to be able to proc first strike because of his boomerang. And I don't think I need press attack versus Gnar and Zac. I think Liandrys will be enough damage. To boot, I went Cole, and I went a scaling rune setup. Gnar is really not that scary, so I feel safe being able to farm and not die versus him in laning phase. So, I have full scaling runes with the second part, conditioning Overgrowth to be tankier mid to late game, and I have Cole to help with that 2-item spike. So let's ride, let's game. Should be looking pretty good. Versus Gnar, he's not really that scary till 6. He can kill you with a nice combo or a good poke, but as long as you just manage to dodge a little bit of the boomerangs, it's really nothing too crazy. That's a little chunk. We did see Zac inching his way top lane, so I want to get this shoved out. I'm gonna use my pot here too, just to be safe. I want to fight for Scuttle as well, because we have Mr. Viego coming around the corner. Okay, we're totes ready, Mr. Viego. I've got the wave pushed in and everything. He's doing Krug, so he's going to be a little late. Maybe I can catch Zac, maybe not. He's definitely over here. Okay, so there he is. I'm still down to Clown. I want to fight this. This is fine. It's A-okay, actually. They get the blind on Gnar there. Oh, Gnar jumped over the wall. Hell yeah. Thanks, Gnar. Made it a little bit easier. That's beautiful. Oh, we're going in. Jump her! Nice. Okay, you know, we don't have to die, though. I'm out. I mean, that was beautiful. Got the nice early shove in lane. I was just sitting there waiting for Zac. That's awesome. Viego played it decently. I feel like that's like a storytell ending. I mean, like, it couldn't have worked out any better. Gnar even hopped over the wall. Not that it would have mattered, right? He wouldn't be able to kill us anyway, but we'll take that. Type a good job in the chat. It looks like our Trundle was a little tilty-wiltied, so I want to make sure he's not going to be too pissed the whole game. Oh, okay, I respect that, Gnar. I don't think I die here. Remember, Gnar's not that strong early, but definitely a little scary. Level 6, my ass would be grass, right? So we got to be a little more cautious. This ain't no TFT Gnar. There's no way I kill him here. I'm just kind of flirting with him. Unless... Hold up. Okay, no, we're not going to kill him. I'll just get my wave, right? I'm a good little scaling Tito. Remember, it does, you know, Teemo has a lot of versatility at runes and builds, but the biggest thing is just make sure to play around. Whatever rune and build choice you take, make sure you play around it. That's the biggest tip. That's the biggest thing you can do. If you take a scaling rune page, don't play as aggressive early game. If you take a early game rune page, play aggressive as heck and get some solo dolos, right? That's the biggest thing to do with Teemo. If you're playing Liandrys, you're not going to take a 1v1, you know, where you need to sustain from Riftmaker. And I can go on and on and on, but, you know, that's pretty much the name of the ball game. This game's looking good. I've got decent CS, right? Fleet just keeping me topped up. We're looking real good. And again, I could take this because Gnar's not really a scaly lane. Nice. Let's go shop. We're looking good. Okay, Nashor's Liandrys. That's the build. Let's roll. Let's do it. Let's start getting them items. So whenever you're not taking pressy attack, you always go Sorks. So we're gonna go ahead and get those Sorks. Get a little dagger in a pot. Pressy attack equals berserkers. No pressy attack equals Sorks. Easy. Easy clap. Easy formula. Yeah, so if you look at the healing of Fleet, it's just better than Grasp. Has 129 healing, and I haven't even been using it optimally. With Fleet, you want to use the procs on the enemy champion. I've just been gaming. I haven't even cared about it. But 129 healing this early in the game, like Grasp, it's not going to come close. And, you know, Grasp, you get tricked because of the procs, but for range, it really doesn't do that much. It doesn't give you that much health. It doesn't really scale like we were taught, you know. I can look for a kill because Gnar's pretty weak, so I don't need pressy attack or anything. And that's because he's a weak laner, right? We know that. I'm just going to flash and make it simple. So if you notice, I got one fleet proc. One fleet proc on him and it healed me for 100. That's because I used it on the enemy champion. Is that kind of nutty? One little procky-walkie. Gives a little bit of movement speed. Like, you can always, the thing about pressy attack, you're always going to be like, oh, well, pressy attack does more damage, right? But not always you get those free autos. It's not a guaranteed. Where'd Zac go? Zac went missing. He was over here, though. I think I can eke out one more wave. I wonder if I should get that Blasty Wander right now. You know what? I'm just going to shove this in. I'm not going to be able to just sit here and wait for him to push. Like, I can't 1v1 him actually right now because I just used everything, right? But we push out one more wave, get a little more CS, and get out of here. I am going to go Liandrys this game, so I could max Q if I want, but I'm going to go W second. I think the movement speed will be more helpful. I'll go for Blasting Wand. Nah, that's stupid. No, we'll go for Blasting Wand. I don't feel like I need too much attack speed versus him. Hey, good job, team. Look at that. We got that Viego fed with that first blood. We're looking good. Good little early game. Even with the scaling root page, we got it done. Look at that. If he bases, I'm about to hard shove this turret. My man has no TP. Or my Yordle friend. Singed, unhinged. He did not base. I was fooled. I mean, I could just run at him like I own the place, so I'm going to do exactly that. I wouldn't say I'm going to kill him, but I can at least get some good poke on him. A little bit of movement speed. Gnar is so shit early game. That mini Gnar, you know, just nothing. I want to just put him under turret and poke the heck out of him. But maybe I'll wait. We don't know where Zac is, but I'm not really scared of the 0-2 Zac. I'll put one little baby shroom down. Get off that cannon, pal. Okay, you can have it. I guess we should be very scared of the Zac. He jumps and presses E and one-shots you. This guy's going to go Mega eventually, and I'm not going to be able to kill him. I'll give him a free pass. I feel bad. Or let him kill that wave. I'm Bing chillin'. I have the perfect amount of CS. Nice. Just hanging out, waiting for a train. I honestly think he's basing, so I'm just gonna shove this again. I could be patient and just freeze it, but I feel like he's gonna base, and I'm gonna take advantage of that and try and yoink a plate. We're pretty far ahead, and ours pretty weak, so I feel like I can definitely play disrespectful and get away with it. Almost got my coal. Zac's bottom, sweet. We definitely get a plate. I mean, if Viego wants to, we could dive. For sure. It's mini Gnar. He just has to come now. Nice. He is. This should be beautiful. He has no jump either. Okay, well, he really messed that one up, huh? It's okay. I'm willing to tank some turret shots. I ignited to be safe. I really didn't want to have to use anything, but, you know, that's how the game goes. That's how it be sometimes. I guess I have to use ignite, and I have to tank turret shots. Ugh. Lame-o. And Victor, jeez. Our whole team is like, hold up, let's win this one. Okay, fine, deal. Victor got a kill? How do you do that? Looks like they're getting more than one kill. You know what, that's understandable. I actually am happy that happened, because our team would have been too good. Alright, everybody, what are we going to do? Do we say, you know, nice try, or do we flame Trundle? What's the game plan here? Let's flame Trundle. Let's do it. Alright, get my Nashers. Very nice. Looking pretty spiffy. Flame, please. We're not even at our final form, right? My conditioning is about to hit. Oh, yeah. About to be looking good. We can definitely kill him even with Mega Gnar. I'm going to blind and deny this Demolish Rock. Oh, you stayed way too long, young lad. Young Yordle. Okay, listen. I didn't say you had to steal my kill. Actually, it's fine if he uses Herald. I was going to type no Herald, but to be honest, he's not going to be able to use it bot lane, right? He doesn't need to use it mid. Uh-oh, our Karma is getting a little tooty. A little tooty and moody. Hey, that's not how you spell your Trundle. Thanks, Viego. Good job. Flame Trundle, Jungle Gap. Wait, he's not the jungler. It's still a Jungle Gap. I don't care. That's how League of Legends is. Abide by the laws. I don't mind Karma hang out with me. She looks pretty nice. I'm going to give one friendly ping. Just I want to see where she's at, right? Is she actually going to give me Scuttle? Hold up. She's not even tilted. She's going to give me Scuttle willingly? Okay, she's tilted. That was a tilt test. We found out. Tilted. Ooh, can I have the cannon? Work. I'm going to let my team do their thing. I'm going to go ahead and just auto this turret. Well, I should go back top lane. I guess I can farm one more wave and then go top. Okay, do I get this turret or do I just hold top? I think it's fine to grab this. Because if Gnar gets gold, who cares? Gnar gets gold, that's fine. But if I get gold, it's, you know, we're looking good. We can carry. So we'll give him a plate if he wants it. And that wave, whatever. I'd rather get myself ahead. If I don't get this turret, that's a tragedy. Okay, I'll get it. Good. That Nashor's Tooth. Beautiful. We missed a little CS top, but we replaced it with another plate, and it's worth. Gonna head up there now. He has mini Gnar, so honestly, I just run at him and one-shot him. It's not even gonna be close. Oh, yeah, this is free. If he gets the turret, it's worth for him, though. Be smart if he even dies to it. Yeah, he's dead. This isn't even gonna be close. I mean, he kind of juked me a little bit. Got my fleet movement speed. Okay, sweet. Cool beans. What's Karma on about? Wait, what's happening here? Yes, Karma, what did you say? So effing boring playing 1v8. Let's just ARAM. Okay, Karma, do your thing. Should I hit her with the who asked? Who? Who asked? Just kidding. I was going to put a cute face in the chat. Nobody can get upset when you do that little cutesy wootsy face. Okay, I'm not gonna sell my coal yet, okay? I'm just gonna wait to 20 gold. At this point in the game, you can sell this and get another 180, but I'll hang on to it for a little bit. Get a second item too. We're playing this game pretty flawlessly. And it's not like I'm even playing hyper aggressive, right? I'm just taking my opportunities. I only have 2 kills. I've got a couple assists, but like we're just, you know, you farm, you get those plates, right? You slow play it. Top lane isn't about getting 40,000 kills. It's about getting your farm and taking your opportunities, especially with the plates, so... It's looking good, and now I'm in a position to 1v9, because I just melt through their tanks very easily. Zach is going to have a lot of more health. He usually goes demonic. Gnar's going to get another health item. Liandrys going to be looking good. And the coal, it did work. It gave me that extra gold that I wanted. My scaling secondary runes, we were still able to dispatch Gnar. Everything just kind of worked out perfectly this game with our runes and builds. We're in a good position to 1v9 it. Now, this is the only place I could die, so I don't want to play too aggro. That's okay, we melt Zach here, right? Because I have the Liandrys already. We know that, so... That's why I went that item. So he just dies on repeat. Did Trundle really just eat ass like that? Nice. Oh! As he dies. Sorry, Trundle, I jinxed you. This is fine, I think we'll be okay. I mean, he's mini Gnar. What's he gonna do? Look at him! Look at little mini Gnar! You're so cute and innocent. Can I just have an assist? Thanks. What's Mini Gnar gonna do? Look at him go! Little turd. He's so cute. I'll look for the dive. This is called a loop-de-loop and pull. Just go around the bend. Don't mind me. I'm not gonna kill her. That's okay. Oh, hold up. That was pretty nice of her. Oh, it looks like I might be dead. The loop and pull was a fail. Unless, hold up. Am I a raid boss or what? No. Okay, it's fine. I didn't have to eat her ult to the face, to be honest. I didn't have to do that, but it's okay. It worked out. That's fine. If we give Zach a shutdown, it's okay. That's okay. It's fine. We're cool. We're cool. It worked out. How did I live so long? Damn. Fleet's got a lot of healing. 1300. Hundro? What? If you compare mine to Gnar's, he's healed 79. I've healed 1400. Pretty nice. He's done 100 damage. Whoop-de frickin' dizzle. All right, what build do we want to go? They have one MR boot. Who cares? They've got nothing else for magic resist. I'm pretty fed. They could go demonic. The double burn. Demonic's a good item, right? Demonic is just nice. It gives health. It gives AP and more health and AP and more health and health. and a lot of health and AP and damage. And the double burn just feels fun. It's very convenient. It's a little synergy, but it's not really OP. It's just reliable, and that's the best. Reliable is beautiful in League. Yo, I'm so down to fight this. We're looking pretty strong. Oh, okay. Is that how you feel, Zach? Zach's had enough of this one. He's just like, screw this, man. He said this team was too good. FF it. Oh. Okay. Victor's going that way. I'm gonna put some shrooms for Gnar. You know, he just jumped over the wall, didn't he? That's what Gnars do. They can jump. We got the first report Gnar coming out. We did it, boys. Where is he? I'm looking for Gnar. Where you at? Ooh, I think we got him. Think we found him. Oh, my ankles are snapped in half. Okay, he just juked me. I'm gonna see if he gets comfortable. He's not comfortable. Ooh, hold up. Oh, there you are. Come back. Oh, it feels good to be a gangsta. Nice. Absolutely splendid. Hey, Stark, what are you doing? You trying to eat all my food? My little yogurt? Oh. Liandrys has done 1,000 damage already. I feel like I barely even got to use it. So that's a nice sign. Beautiful. There you go, Karma. Look, we're winning. She gets to have a little bit of fun now. Hey, dude, your tail's hitting my microphone. Oh, hey, everybody. I don't want to get too, like, crazy because, you know, I do a lot of damage, but I don't know if I can 1v9. Okay, you know what? I might be a gunner. I'm strong, but not that strong. Not yet, at least. Okay, one more shroom. Come on! One more shroom. Hit one more. Come on. Sneeze. Sneeze. The minions didn't even stop for recall. I've been betrayed. I couldn't get my demonic quick enough. I got. I should have sold the coal instantly and got demonic. I could be a better player, but I'm a boomer. Oh, that first strike sound is so mesmerizing. Ding, 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 ding. I'm gonna grab red buff, and then we'll just... I mean, honestly, the game's over, right? No way they could win. I've scaled. I've got 3 freaking items. I haven't needed to sell my coal yet, so I'm still hanging on to it. I'll be going just more damage, because I don't think we need anything else. Void Staff will be good versus 2 of them, but that's about it. So I probably will just go Death Cap. I don't think I need the Shred. Get away from me, Tornado Lady. I'm gonna ping Baron. Do the Baron! No throws! End their mercy! Slay them all. Say random things, because we have nothing else to do. Alright, I want to make sure I don't just die 15 times while splitting. Because, you know, they don't give a damn about macro. Their team is at the point where, like, screw it, let's just kill the Teemo on repeat. That's what Zach did last time. So I'm going to put some respect on it, just a little bit. You know, they're all just going to be coming over here. There's 2 pink wards coming down already, so I'll run all the way away. They don't care about nothing. I can one-shot Zeri. Although I'm using Liandrys, I can still just dookie on her. I don't think I could one-shot her with Janna next to her, but if they stop paying attention. Oh, that'd be cool if she actually bases. I'll give her a moment. So Zach will not leave me alone. Thank you, Trundle. How sweet of him. Oh, come on. Stop it. Come on. Zeri's here. Seraphine's here too. Did I say Seri instead of Zeri? I mean, Zeri's one shot. I mean, they're all one shot, right? That Zach, I thought he was boned. This man just flesh bonked me in my head. That kind of threw me off. Kind of took me off my mojo. That's fine, though. A mod is 2,500 damage, right? Not too shabby. It's not a jungle gap, it's a trundle gap. This guy can dookie on me. Yeah, he knows it too, so I'll give him a little bit of space. I'm gonna push this turret and feel good about myself. Gnar, don't come over here. No flash. Go to the team. Yes, thank you. Good job. Don't mind me. Just doing a little split pushing. This is one of those times where I say, you know what? Even if my team dies, it's fine. I get inhib. Worth it. I don't need to group. Grouping's for nerds. Oh, GG. Perfect game. And we get the inhib. Come on. Nope. Failure. Failure and anger. Okay, let's check out the post-game stats. So this level 1 cheese, Korean Grandmaster Teemo player released a video of like this level 1 cheese. You take Ignite and press the attack, and as long as the enemy champion isn't Thanos level 1, you can usually get either perma lane pressure or even a kill. So we're going to do that this game as well. Poppy level 1 isn't really strong, so she doesn't start wall slam. So should be able to kill her, if not get a nice chunk. I'm not going to leech because of that. Let him know at least. Bring back Teemo jungle. All right. We're rocking the classic Pressy Attack Riftmaker build, right? Pressy Attack, I got my secondary. That's the new tech. Nashor's Riftmaker, Berserker Greaves, right? Zanya's Demonic Embrace, Voidstaff Deathcap. You know, the classic. The most popular build for a reason. The classic, right? It's very strong. It's very awesome. I'm doing this level 1 cheese here. It's a Korean strat that's been hitting the Rift. I'm not going to use Ignite, but if you want to, you can. But this will pretty much give you almost perma lane prio, right? Now she can't farm, and if you're good enough, you can deny your CS as well. It doesn't matter your CS. You know, you're going to scale anyway, and if she gets denied XP, that's what it's all about. The Pressy Attack exclusive because it's super duper strong early game. Now, I pushed it a little too much. I didn't have to do all that, but we're still looking good. I just want to make sure she's out of XP range for as long as I can. Because it doesn't last. It's like a temporary buff. She uses TP, that's fine. A 2-minute TP will take that. Wow, she actually did. I kind of respect that. I respect the hustle. Alright. Is Echo coming top lane? I'm not sure if Poppy leashed or not. She was full mana still. She could have. Also, she could not have. We'll put a baby ward down. I want to keep poking, though. Just that little guy. They can kill me easily. I'm playing Teemo, right? With a nice Echo stun, but I'm going to risk it for the biscuit here. Hopefully set the tempo of the lane. As long as I don't eat the Echo stun, we should be pretty okay. Ideally, you want to auto 3 times before queuing. Okay, there's Echo. We saw him. That's fine. I'm not quite a boomer. Okay, I still got it. Still got a little bit left in the tank. He might just wait here forever, so I still got to be a little careful. But we're looking pretty good. Wave's switching back to me. She has infinite pots here. Well, not infinite. She only has 1 left, but feels like infinite. Pots and shields, right? Echo's mid, sweet. So we're looking real good now. Now is where we start winning lane. Because she has to push the wave, right? And she's low and doesn't have any sustain left. So she has to push the wave against all odds, essentially. And we're up CS. So we're up CS, we're up HP. You know, we're up XP. We're just up everywhere. So as long as we don't mess this up, it's looking real good for us. Now I can't just run at her. She still is a little tanky lad. So we got to wear her down. She could also just farm, right? She doesn't have to take a fight or anything. Is Echo nearby? I forgot where Echo went. I'm just going to go for it. I'm gonna go for this. I think we got her. Nice, we got her. Alright, so I'm just gonna shove this out. So, okay, let me clarify. The correct thing to do here is freeze it, right? But I am not confident in my freezing skills. It's something I've been working on. So I'm just gonna take the time and shove it out here. This is not the right play, but I'd rather make the wrong play and be okay with it than fuck up the right play and just lose out on CS for no reason. So you should freeze it here if you're trying to win. If you want to play perfect, but
dog shit Teemo jungle.
I'm not confident. Not confident right now. I'm still gonna be ahead. It's still fine, but I would be more ahead with a nice freeze. You know, I could mess around and poke around the turret. I'll go for it. This is very greedy. This is what we call overstaying. But I seen Echo at Gromp. I'm feeling pretty fine about this, so I'll go for it. I'll keep poking her. I can base whenever. Since seeing Echo makes it a lot more like free. Okay, now I'm gonna look for the base, because she's not gonna give me a kill. But what I did is I dragged that in the bush there, so it should just push naturally. I don't think she's gonna give me a kill here. I'm not gonna bother. Get your Berserker Greaves. It's really, really strong. Or press the attack, Teemo. Very nice. She's not gonna get that shoved out, so we're back to looking good. Hey, Shea Butter, thanks for the Prime Game and welcome back to the community. Keep kicking ass, take names, stay positive. Can you show off your map on your stream, man? Alright, she's level 6. I don't have Ignite, but I'm still down to dance. Alright, I'm risking it for the biscuit, baby. We're shooting for the stars here. Oh, no, 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 no. Chill, chill, stop it. Holy shitbags. Okay, you know what? I didn't have Ignite. We literally risked it for the biscuit, but we have a Zac to help us out here. You got this, bro. I can't help. I'm scared. I've seen you win these. Okay, you know what? I deserve to die there. I deserve to die. I deserve to die. I was asking for that. I deserve that one. I didn't have to do any of that, but it's fine. I was just flexing my dominance, okay? I deserve that. Hey, thanks for the host, Pine. Thanks for the raid as always. I want to give her a chance, okay? Let me tell you why this is 500 IQ, okay? Let me tell you why. I get Zac fed, okay? So one, Zac gets a kill because of me. I get him a turret plate, and I get him some extra CS. So I get him fed, okay? And also, I burned everything of Poppy. So I die, but now I get another free kill. She has no ult, and I have Ignite. So watch. Now I just get to kill her for free. All that because I had to die. If I didn't die, none of this would happen. Trust. Dying was part of the game plan. Watch. You'll see why right here. Now she feels confident. She feels confident she wants to smoke, right? If she didn't kill me before... Okay, you know what? That's not fair. She ran away. Look, she's still feeling confident. If I didn't give her the kill, she would not be confident at all right now. And we're about to do it to her. Get away from the wall. Okay, see? Not even close. I told you, 100% confident. I tell y'all, I'm not baiting. If I didn't kill her there, she would just be scared. She would be like, oh, Teemo's unkillable. I didn't kill him. No way. I'm not going to play aggressive. But look, now I get another kill. And it wasn't even close. I knew I wasn't going to die. See how free that is? And it's the press the attack angle. It does bonkers amounts of damage. All calculated. Like, it's the long con. Never doubt me. I never make mistakes. Y'all know that. I hope to God she didn't have flash. Holy smokes. This is a press the attack angle lane. So if you look at the damage, 500 already in 8 minutes. That's where you see the max value of the rune page. I'm never even going to think about killing her without press the attack this one. It's 0% chance. Also, I do like Triumph over Presence of Mind. Going Oom's not really a thing anymore, and that little bit of health from the reset just feels good. Makes me feel safe and warm inside. Cute Herald, nice. She's not going for any platey poos, that's okay. Oh, I would love if she just based. That would make life easier. I'm not going to stop it. Nice. Yeah, she has no TP. I just get a free shove. I think I'll go for this plate. If Echo hits me in the head with a stun, I might get got, but I have a lot of attack speed here. I should be able to yoink this. Granted, it is a little bit risky. I get my passive there just while I'm waiting for the wave. Nice. That's beautiful. That's half a kill. That's a half a kill base right there. Nice. We like to see that. You know, I can't kill her without Ignite. She's a little tanky lad, but I'll go for a little poke at least. Okay, you're not supposed to hit me in the head with that. You know what? I'll go ahead and run for the fucking hills. You do a lot of damage there, girl. Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, she'd be doing quite the handful. She's not going for this. I don't believe that. You know what? Just giving her a chance. Giving her a chance. That's all I'm doing there. Just giving her a chance. It's all part of the plan. Top lane's a back and forth ball game. It's so hard to flash some abilities, right? You have to predict it almost. Whenever somebody says that, you like Tyler One coined that. Typing 15 when you die early game, that's a Tyler One special. You get spotted a T1 fanboy from a mile away with that maneuver. Poppy shouldn't have a full item yet. I think we should be okay still. Get away from the wall. Hey, I was supposed to run at you, so I didn't get hit into the wall there. Hey, she used ult earlier. She's hacking. Alright, Echo, please don't come top. If you come top, I'm dead. It's not even close. Echo's mid, nice. Ooh, you know what I can go do? I can do a little honey fruit angle. She ain't got no TP. Look at that. A little sustain for that ass. Okay, so, you know, I didn't have to stand next to a wall for her to hit me in the head. She's playing pretty well, honestly, but we'll be okay. We got this. Where'd she go? She out? She's leaving? Leaving me already? She hanging out in the bush? Where you at, Popster? She's in the bush. I'm dead. I'm a goner. I think she just based again. That's okay. The beauty of this matchup is Poppy is strictly an early game champion. Like, this is going great, believe it or not. I could be playing a little bit better, but we're still playing pretty well. And she does not scale whatsoever. She's an early game. I would say in the bruiser, she's like, in the early game, she's like a bruiser. Then in late game, she's just a flat out tank. But, like, this is her, you know, this is her time to shine. And we're up 20 CS for 2-2. Now, both my deaths, right? I felt bad. I gave it to her. But realistically, this game's going really well. For us, at least. I have an item advantage, so I should be able to take her out here, but I don't have Ignite. Teemo's a very Ignite, like, reliant champion in lane. Also, I have 3 plates. That's, like, I'm up a lot. A lot more than you would think. It's 480 gold. It's a kill and a half. I'd like to get one more little platey poo, but... Okay, she can definitely bushwhack me. I'm down to scrap it. If she wants to scrap, I'm down. She keeps running over there. I can't chase her into the forest. Even though we see Echo, but it's like I just can't chase her across Wazoo. Get away from that wall, ma'am. Sweet. No Ignite, no problem. We'll take it. She just got a little too comfortable. Didn't realize I was up a lot and I have my Nashers. Very nice. Get my little turret here too. First blood turret, right? I think I get it before Cat. Haha! My first blood. Booyah. Nice. Echo just spawned, but I'll look for this wave. I think this game perfectly shows off the pressy attack strength, right? If you're not running pressy attack versus Poppy, like 0% chance ever to kill her. Negative 5% chance. 900 damage, almost 1,000 just in laning phase is kind of crazy. If we compare that to everybody else, right? He has done 159. She has done 300. Can't really tell on that. 300, right? 300. We're like tripling everybody. Very nice. Riftmaker comes next. This build is more of a 1v1 style, right? Like, the reason why this build's so popular, it's good at 1v1ing and it's good at team fighting. So it's like, with Riftmaker and Zanya, it's like a 1v1 Yone, Poppy, and Echo. And it's still fine in team fighting, it's just not like a one-shot. It's not a one-shot build, but that's kind of hard to do in Season 12 these days anyway. Ooh, come on, come a little closer, I'm not here. Okay, I'll just show. I'll actually try and take a fight. I have Ignite. How'd you like that bush? Oh my god, I couldn't get away from it. Drats. If I was a better player, I could have dodged that. Alright, I'm going to start a grouping eventually. Maybe for next Drake here. We've kind of sapped all the resources at the top lane. I can't just be pushing for no reason anymore. So we're going to try and group for this next Drake. Unfortunately, this game's not like a freebie, right? We had a good laning phase, but we had to keep it up. They have Echo 2, 2, and 2. He could one-shot me. Yone is playing Yone. He's always going to be relevant. They have... I mean, I guess, you know, they have a Fed Nami, which isn't really that scary, so... Better than it looks. I'm going to try and yoink this Herald. I think I deserve it, sir. Okay, he yoinked it off me. That's fine. I'll fuck myself. There's 2 bottom. That's all good. I'm going to push top again. We don't have to go bottom for another minute. I guess I should, though. Because I'm not going to get anything top lane. Yeah, I'll go bottom. I'll probably play around Zac. He's looking pretty girthy. I'll just walk there. I don't need a blasting one. My team looks like they're engaging. It's fine to lose bottom there. We should definitely go with Zac. The turret's 1 health. It just looks so free. This doesn't look that free after all. Yo, I'm gonna bounce. I'm out. Well, the game's not looking too promising anymore, but it's not looking terrible. Could be worse. I don't think I want to commit to that. She's fed, so it's a Fed Nami. Run! It's a Fed Nami. Echo's coming out of nowhere too, out of the vision. So, oh, I guess I can see why he's 1 in 7 for sure. This is. I'm gonna auto attack as much as I can. Good luck, Zac. Hey, it worked. Hey, Echo's still somewhere. About to headshot somebody. I hope it's not me. I think after all that, we do lose Drake, though. But that's actually really good she did that. We don't care about Drake. It was going to be a loss anyway, right? Don't hit that cone, please. Drake's gone. That's fine. Let's get mid-turret. Let's crack this puppy open. Nice. Kill his arse. Kill him. Kill them all. Screw Earth Drake. It's gone. It's whatever. I don't want to go for this, though. I think I'll base. I think we just play around Zac. Me and Zac have to 2v9 for sure. It's possible, though. I'm gonna go Oblivion Orb, I think. Nami's gonna be healing a lot. She's fed. I can't believe I'm saying that. Yone healing. Poppy actually has a fair amount of healing, but she's gonna get Sunderer. Could go Zanya's. I don't have to go Orb. Let's see. Let's really think about this. This is important. Nami healing. Kaisa not any. Yone a lot. Poppy a surprising amount. Zanya's would help me versus Echo versus Yone, not versus Poppy. Versus Kaisa. I think I need both, to be honest. I need both, yeah, I think I need, yeah, just both. You know, this Poppy's kind of durable. She's kind of doing Poppy things. I'm going to let Zac have it. It's fine. Sharing is caring. Is this deja vu of last time we did this? Almost was. Holy smokes. That Divine Sunder healing, she's like disgustingly tanky for no reason. It's a 3 and 6 Poppy. I mean, I have free real estate up here for now. Is Echo gonna come though? Echo's not coming. Okay, this could very well be 600 gold for your boy. I'm gonna look for this. I'm not gonna go mid. Yone is missing, so Yone could definitely come for me. Poppy just spawned. Yone is missing. I don't know where he is. He's not pushing bottom. All right, 600 gold. We got it. Nice. A little scary, but there's Yone, just a day late and $1 short. You're streaming, right? I'm sorry for sending it. Too late for that, bucko. Oh, shit. Hold up. Do I have Ignite? Does he have R? This is going to be a little bit of a grief, I think. If he has R, I'm dead. He doesn't have R. Okay. That works. We'll take it. Hey, I'm strong. Okay, he just... I don't have Ignite. I don't like versing champions that heal when I don't have Ignite. It's not a good look. He can definitely just one-tap me, and I have to complain about Yone's being fucking OP. Jesus Christ. Thank God he flashed away instead of killing me. Which is oh, whoa, whoa! I'm dead. I'm a goner. I couldn't blind in time. Maybe they get it. Mordekaiser aces everybody. Oh, nice try in the ult. I think Zach wins that. I think he does. I don't want to type nice yet. Nice. Okay, good. Good. Hey, we'll take that. That's not bad. Poppy gets a turret. That's okay. Yeah, let's go Morello for sure. I think I just full buy it. No. I don't need all that reduction. I think Zanya's more important. God, this game is a banger. It's a close game through and through. We have to play. This is one of those games that the pressure almost cracks you, right? We have to play perfect through and through this one. We're a very vital part of the team. It's super winnable though. Wow, Poppy decided just not to take the 600 gold. It's very sweet of her. I know Echo can one-shot me still. I understand what that champ does, so I'm well aware of you, Echo. We can just go for this. I think she knows. How do we not give this Drake? Echo's definitely in that bush. I got Zanya. Thank the fucking heavens. We're going for it. You can't outrun everybody. Is Echo just go? You know what? Let's go ahead and get out of here, because Echo's going to hit us in the head again. I can't stay alone. We got everything. We got Nami ult. We got Nami ult to Echo ult. I don't think we had to use Seraphine ult, but hey, A for effort. Wait, we should wait for Drake. We should go, yeah. 20 seconds. I like that sweeper lens. Nice. Okay. Maybe Yone helps us out a little bit. I'm going for it. Fuck it. I'm not going for it. It was a fib. I don't have my Zanyas. Okay, it's a fib. I'm just going to blame my team for that one. I don't want to take responsibility. Let's just blame our team. I went a little too deep. Damn, Zach kind of pumped that damage, though. Okay, Cat. The cleanup. Okay. Alright, how on earth do they outsmite Echo? Oh, good luck, y'all. I'm going to spam ping him. That's fine. The bonk? Gets his ult for free? Nah. Ooh, Ezreal, we scaling. Don't die to him. Get the Drake. Get the Drake. Get the frickin' Drake. It's important. Don't get one tap by Echo. Jesus Lord, this game's nerve-wracking. Okay, nice. Katarina? Nice. Let's do Baron. Let's do Baron. We can melt this puppy. That goes down for a while. We don't even need smite. This is fine. I'm going to start it up. I have Riftmaker. I can heal. Poppy's coming, but I don't think we care. Who's going to steal it, right? Is Yone going to steal it with R? No shot. I think we flip this. They don't have a lot of burst. We flip this. They can't steal this shit. I don't believe it. See? They're not going to do that. I don't believe that horseradish. I need that Morello. How much for that? Need that puppy. 17 hundo. Need 500 gold, 400, but I can't just sit right here. That's crazy. I think we can keep team fighting. It's been going pretty well. God, I need like a handful of gold, but I can't just sit here. This is way sus. 400 gold. But at this point, it's not even worth getting because we have Baron. I don't really want to split, to be honest. Killing Poppy's going to be a freaking trip. I guess I had to go for it. I mean, I had Baron. I had to do something, right? That's fine. We get our ult for free. That's all good. Like, that's all I wanted to do there. I'm not going to chase that all the way home. Alright, nice. Let's get mid and top. Get that rolling. Okay, I don't think I'm going to bother with that. I think I just keep pushing top here. Someone has to go mid. I guess I don't have to. I guess we can just go top and pray they can't wave clear, but it didn't seem that good. Well, this seems a little sus. Zac died. Well, that's a stink bug, huh? Well, that doesn't help us at all. Oh, good Zhonya's. Good Zhonya's. I didn't press tab. How did Zac die? Damn, that's our fucking tank. We're kind of boned, right? I don't see how this is ever going to work out for us, but let's go for it. If we can get an inhib, that's a win. Honestly, if we get one inhib, that's a win. Alright, that's a turbo win. I'm auto-attacking. Okay, that's fine, I think. Oh, that's really fine. Nice Seraphine ult. I'm healing a little bit. Not enough, though. Oh, Ezreal got popped. If Ezreal didn't get popped there, it's looking good. Sarah Queen, nice try, nice try. I got a little too crazy there. Okay. Damn, what a game. We got inhib, so it's fine, but this is a back and forth one. Fights are pretty close. I should have seen Echo stopwatch. That kind of boned me. It would be cool if I got that pick. That would have been huge. I went for it because he had no ult, but it did not work out. Then I got popped by the Yone R. That was a little sus. But you can see Zhonya's value, right? Zhonya's is pretty nutty. We gotta go Void Staff. They're stacking a lot of MR, unfortunately. 2 MR items right there. I'm sure there will be more coming in. What the heck is Kaisa building? That's Ludens? Or is that Rocket? It's Ludens. No, it's not Ludens. It's a Kindle Gem. What the heck item is that? Does anybody know? Is that Rocket Belt? Crown? Oh, Crown. Okay, that's not really that good on her. It's not really that crazy. Sorry, not good, but not that scary, I guess. Good as Crown's very good on Kaisa. It's fine, but it's not intimidating. I'm not gonna go fight that at the moment. I guess I should. Always just flip it. I'm on my way, y'all. Oh, I'm pinched a little bit. Okay, nice ward, Nami. A little scary. I'm pushing bottom. They're all over here, but I probably should just team fight. I mean, Yone could 1v1 me. I don't have Zhonya's, and he has R, and he's playing Yone, so I understand that. So I'm going to go towards mid. Team's playing really aggressive. I'm on my way. I have a nice little flank angle. Oh, chill. I hope Zac has passive. Oh. Okay, hold up now. There we go. We got the Kaisa somehow. We got Echo in the back line. Wait, this surprisingly worked out. We see Yone on the bot side, right? I'm not trying to get Yone ulted. About to hit us in the head with it. Wow, I don't know how our team salvaged that, but it worked. Poppy, stop being so damn tanky, girl. What the heck? Why is she so damn tanky? Okay, that was not... You don't need to flash for that, sir. You know, come on, sir. We can't end the game, you dilly daddy. I respect it, though. If you flash for a kill and you get the kill, it's always worth it. That's the rule of League. Yo, what a ball game. What a ball game. And the runes and builds are putting in work. Freaking 23-48 from press the attack. That's a pretty penny. I feel like a damn tank this game. I feel like I'm running at them. I'm like in the mix, you know? Feels good. Kai's putting, Cat's putting in a lot of work. Honestly, this is one of those games where both teams are playing pretty spiffy. I need 100 and something gold. It's definitely worth the risk. Echo's top, so who's going to kill me? What, Poppy? Nobody? I'll engage with Poppy. I don't think she has anything up. Like, I wouldn't expect her to have ult up already. And she doesn't have flash, obviously. Our team's looking for something. I'm kind of down. Our team's A-ramming it. I know Nami's bot side. I can get 2v1. Nami's mid. Okay. Man, that's... I'm not going to fight that. I'm just going to stick here. I'm going to keep the macro up. Because we can't end the game, right? They just have to do a little bit of wave clear. So it's not really... We can't end. Maybe I should just be flipping with my team, just going for the ARAM. Like, it's really not like that terrible, but it just feels weird to do that. He's doubling down. He's like, he's going in till one team is going to get aced. Okay. ARAM it is, fine. We just instantly flashed on the Nami. Poor support. That's why you ARAM. Screw macro. Just freaking run at mid lane and fight. Wow, beautiful game. Beautiful. Almost 3k from press the attack. Only 5 deaths in this, you know, fiesta of a game. That's good stuff. They've got very scary champions, too, so it's not like, you know, they had some dilly daddies. Why am I saying that twice now? Hey, just die already. I'm auto-attacking you. Hey, look at that. I autoed her. Hell yeah. Rune build gap. Wow, banger of a game. Alright, so you almost have everything you need to be the best Teemo main that you could be. All you're missing is matchup knowledge, which I am here to help you out with. So, use this section, use these tips along with the rune pages we discussed earlier and the builds we discussed earlier. You have all that information already. I'm going to be giving you the specific tips for each champion. And I'm going to be doing the top 40 that are played right now in solo queue at all ranks. So again, use the runes and builds we already covered along with these tips and be the best Teemo main you could be. Let's do it. So to start off, we're going to start with Garen. Okay, Garen is what we call an easy lane. So you should be trying to play aggressive. You need to avoid his Q. His Q is when he runs at you with lightning speed like Naruto. And what you do when he does that, have half decent reaction speed, because I'm a boomer and I could do it, and you blind him. That will cancel his Q. That's the main thing in the matchup. And that's why it's so easy for you. Other than that, he cannot kill you by any means necessary. So, as long as you blind him, use your Q whenever he Qs, you're looking real good. Just be careful of him bushwhacking you. If he is in a bush and you walk right into melee range, you are toast. But besides that, it's freelo, baby. Tryndamere. Tryndamere, we used to counter Tryndamere. Now it's kind of a 50-50 lane, okay? So the big thing against Tryndamere, level 1, he is really strong. He could one-shot anybody, and by one-shot I mean 3-4 crits. Anybody at level 1, he's very strong. So to avoid this, start Q versus him. And when the level 1 hits, you want to be at that wave before he does. So try to tell your jungler you cannot leash him. Get to the wave early and start pushing it. If you are pushing the wave and you're autoing him while you're pushing, if he jumps on you, you can press Q and blind him and walk away. And you will be stronger in the early game. Now, if you are unable to get that push, respect him. He can't kill you if you are under your turret. Okay, he can kill you if he has that whole lane to work with. So the major thing is to get control the lane and deny him stacking up that Fury. And you do that with your Q. After the super early game like that, try and keep the wave by your turret. If he has all day to run you down, especially at level 6, he will. But for the most part, he jumps on you, you blind him a kite, and you're good to go. Mr. Sett top lane, a.k.a. Feather Daddy. Sett top lane, I'm not saying you can't kill him. I'm saying it will be hard. Sett top lane is a very durable lad. He is skewed in the early game. He has a very strong early game, and it's excessive. You have to make sure every time he runs at you, you spam your W, you run away. He's slightly faster than you in the early game. So I would rush boots, and I would make sure to be very reactive with your W. He runs at you, you run away, and you keep autoing. If he ever hits you with his knuckle duster, you are dead. That is the most important thing in this laning phase. If he catches you at that, you are dead. Kiss your little Teemo booty goodbye. But if he doesn't, you're looking good. And you can help by rushing boots in this lane. Mr. Darius. I like to refer to Darius as budget Sett. Sett got released sooner than Darius. Not sooner. Sett got released later than Darius, aka a new champion. And Darius is the old version of Sett. Sett does everything Darius wants to do, and Sett does it better. So, if you haven't caught on yet, rush boots versus Darius as well. And as long as you dodge his hook, you're looking good. Now, he won't completely one-shot you with the hook. But if he hits it, you're not going to be winning lane. So if you dodge his hook, continue to poke him, continue to play the game, and you're looking good. Rush boots to help out with that. Mordekaiser top lane. You're going to be seeing a theme here throughout the matchups. Versus Mordekaiser, guess what? You're rushing boots as well. Some of these lanes really comes down to, did you dodge their abilities? Yes, you win. No, you lose. Mordekaiser's another lane where his E, his claw grippy, he's going to one-tap you if he hits that, especially at level 6. Now, his Q is his poke, the mace smash, and you can catch a couple of those, but make sure not to catch a lot of them. This lane is really just a movement check. So rush boots, then you're looking good to go. A lot of these bruisers, you're going to be just looking for auto Qs, auto Q if you have press the attack, auto Q, auto if you don't. Looking to poke them before all inning. And all that stems from dodging their abilities to make sure you're staying healthy. Ding, ding, ding. Wow. Another lane that we need boots for. Sion top lane. Sion is another tank. And Sion, again, is an early game tank. Now, he's not super dangerous where he's just going to crap all over you. Sion doesn't do that much damage early. It really revolves around his E. He shouts a minion at you, and it slows you, and it does damage. But this allows him to set up his Q afterwards. So, rush your boots for Sion, dodge that first E, and then you're looking good. You can auto, you can poke him as much as you'd like, and you're off to the races. Level 6, same deal. His ultimate isn't too scary as long as he doesn't hit anything prior. Nasus top lane. Nasus top lane, again, used to be a very free lane, but now he has a lot of built-in sustain. You don't need to rush boots versus him, although it never hurts to, depending on your playstyle, your build, and your runes. But the thing about Nasus is that his Spirit Fire hurts a lot early game. That's his E. It will be doing magic damage, so a tip versus Nasus is to take magic runes, believe it or not, magic resist runes. His Spirit Fire is the chunk of his damage early game. Try to dodge that as much as you can. A nice tip is you have to make him choose. Make him choose whether he wants to Spirit Fire the minions or Spirit Fire you. He can't do both. So if he chooses to Spirit Fire you, move out of the way, and then auto him, deny him minions. If he just uses the Spirit Fire on the minions, get out of the way, auto him, and try to freeze the wave. Nasus at level 6 runs you down. Make sure to have your wave near your turret more often than his. Fiora top lane. Fiora top lane is an easier lane for sure. Really, all this lane comes down to is if you dodge her riposte, which is her W. This riposte is not a stun, although it feels like it. It feels like you're stuck in quicksand. So the catch with her riposte is when she lunges at you after her Q, she will channel her W. It's a very thin hitbox. If you manage to get out of the way of that, you're looking good. If you don't, it slows your attack speed by a lot, and it feels like a stun. She can kill you, but if you dodge that, she is surprisingly weak. You don't need to rush boots, although, of course, they help. But this lane, really, she's just not too much of a threat for the young Teemo. It's a good lane. Aatrox, top lane. Aatrox is my personal least favorite lane. Obviously, you heard me say it once or twice. You're seeing a theme here. Rushing boots will be good versus Aatrox. His Qs hit like a truck. So, the concept of this lane, get your boots, rush him, and try to avoid his Q. But more importantly, when he uses his chains, I believe it's his E or his W. When he uses his chains, when it hits you, don't panic. You run directly left or directly right to break the chains. Do not run up or down out of them. Run sideways, left or right. Because when you break the chains, it doesn't yoink you. If you don't break them, it yoinks you into him and your booty is gone. So that's the biggest thing with this matchup. Do not panic. You can break the chains with a good W and boots, and you can actually kill him. He's not too strong as long as you have Ignite handy. Irelia top lane, a matchup where boots do not matter. Irelia top is very strong, okay, and she's feared for a reason. She's amazing at 1v1ing. A lot of her 1v1 comes down to her Q. If her Q stacks, you are toast. It does way too much damage. But if you prevent her from stacking it, you're looking real good. So level 1, if you get to the lane before she does, you start pushing it and autoing her and getting control of the lane, and she can't stack her Q, and then she's surprisingly weak. If you can't do this, that's okay. Just make sure to dodge her stun. If she gets that stun off, she is going to blast you. If she doesn't get the stun off, and if she doesn't have Q stacked, she is so weak and helpless, and I love killing Irelias when I get to do it. At level 6, it doesn't matter, and I repeat, it doesn't matter how fed you are or how behind she is. She will always kill you. Level 6, do not take a 1v1 ever with this champion. It doesn't matter what you build. She is a menace. But if you don't 1v1 her, Kayle top lane. Oh, we love you, Kayle. We love you. One of the easiest lane matchups in existence. She is a ranged minion until level 11. So until level 11, you can play it many ways. You can look for a bush kill. You can look for a stealth cheese. You can just auto Q her till she dies. She is so freelo. It is unbelievable. Get your poke in, damage her, play very, very aggressive. Her damage is weak. The only thing you have to worry about is her slow. She'll shoot a little sword at you and it will slow you. Besides that, it is like taking candy from a baby. And I love when they lock in Kayle. Yorick top lane. Mr. Yorick. He is surprisingly the most powerful champion that isn't broken. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is about him. I can't help. He's sleeper OP. Nobody else sees that he's OP except me, I swear. But Yorick top lane, there's a couple ways he gets you. First off, his circle. His ring of death, if he traps you in it, do not panic. Immediately turn behind you and auto that wall 2 times and it will break and you'll be good to go. That's the first thing to pay attention to. The second thing, he has ghouls in the graves. When he has more than 3 ghouls, back up. Because if he hits you with that, they're going to do a lot of damage. If he has 2 ghouls or less, he has no damage. That's the brunt of his damage in those ghouls. So 3 or more, run away. Let the wave push, back up. 2 or less, play however you want. Now, it is a skill shot. He has to hit his ghoul toss, but it's pretty easy for him to hit, especially with his ring of death. Level 6, make sure to target his maiden. It's also the prime source of his damage. Do all this, you'll be looking good. Urgot top lane. Urgot top lane is totally 50-50. Super duper skill dependent. He can either poop on you or you can poop on him. It really all comes down to 2 abilities. His Q is his poke. If he hits that Q on you, he will also slow you. So it's important to try to dodge that, although if you don't, it's no big deal. His big ability, his E, is his body slam. If he connects you with that, you're stunned for a little bit, and then he pumps that damage. Now, a nice tip is save your Q until after the body slam. He'll activate his W, and Teemo Blind can actually blind all those attacks. So tip, save the Q for after his body slam, but if you get hit by the body slam, you're probably dead regardless. So that's going to be the main thing to watch out for, and you know what? Boots will be good for this lane. Mr. Shen top lane. Shen top lane stinks. He is a wet noodle for Teemo, okay? He doesn't do a lot of damage, and it's all in his taunt. Even if you get hit by the taunt, it's fine, right? It's not like he's going to one-shot you. Also, Shen top lane has very, very little wave clear early game. His wave clear is laughable. So play as you will. The only thing with Shen top lane, do not push him under the turret. Under the turret, he can taunt you, and that turret one-taps that booty. That's the biggest thing about Shen top lane. Do not push him under the turret on repeat. Try to let the wave push to you. Try to, get a freeze off. Do anything except push him under turret, and you should have no problems. When he hits level 6, very important, he's going to ult away. You better be roaming, or you better be smacking those tower plates. Those tower plates are very worthwhile, especially when he ults. But, a fun lane. Jax top lane. Jax is a very interesting lane. It really comes down to who has the bigger balls, if I'm being honest. In the early game, try to get that shove going. Wave is very important for the early game, aggression. If you hit 2 first, obviously it's looking pretty good. Now, the biggest thing about Jax, do not be under his turret poking him, because he can insta-jump on you with Q and E. And with Q and E, he's pretty strong, but if he doesn't have all lane to run you down, it's looking real good. You can kill him. Now, with Jax, as soon as he jumps on you with E, you Q him. Boom. Instantly. The Q goes through E. Your autos do not. That's the biggest trick of the lane. Q him as soon as he jumps on you with E, and then kite back. If you depending on the items, depending on the levels, right? A lot of it goes into this lane, but for the most part, you should be able to kill him. And at level 6, you can pop a Shroom down right at your feet, and you're looking real good. Malhpite top lane. Malhpite is one of those tanks, but he doesn't play like a tank in lane phase. He plays like a mage. Malphite's a very miserable lane, I will warn you. Please, please, please do your homework with your runes and take the appropriate ones. I would even recommend 2 magic resist runes. Malhpite, really? You need to auto Q him every time you trade. If he ever Qs you and you do not get an auto Q off, you are toasted. But be very vigilant. Make sure every time he goes for a Q, you auto Q him as well. His farming is weak early game. His damage is not. So if you can push it in, awesome. If not, that's okay as well. Just make sure to get that auto Q every time he Qs. Very, very important. And overall, that's the laning phase, to be honest. At level 6, do not even think about going near him. He poops on you. Now, funny enough, Gangplank top lane, back-to-back miserable lanes for Teemo. These two are some of the worst lanes. Gangplank is Malhpite top, but just a whole lot worser. Gangplank is what you call a counter pick to Teemo. With Gangplank, he has a lot of damage early game. He pokes you with his Q while he's able to CS, so he just is a better champ than you in laning phase. He does take a lot of skill to play, though, so that's the downside. Teemo, yeah, you know how we feel about our mechanics. The catch to Gangplank is make sure you have defense early game. There's no way of killing him. I wouldn't even try, to be honest, if I were you. I would just farm it out. Level 6, you can get a nice stealth cheese going, but even then, this is a true farm lane where you are just happy to be alive. Illaoi top lane. Illaoi top is very interesting, and by interesting, I mean she sucks. She is very weak early game. Her damage is very limited. Her mobility is even worse. The only thing she has going for her is her pull. Now, to be honest, I don't know what ability her pull is on, but when she pulls you with the tentacle, this is the only part of the lane that matters. If she hits you with it, it's really not that big of a deal, but if she doesn't, she is wide open to be butt blasted. So with Illaoi, she has a little tentacle poke with Q, not really a big deal either, but that big pull is the cooldown you're looking for. If that misses, you just run at her and get as many autos as you can. She's very weak early, very free lane. Even at level 6, if you have Ignite and you're somewhat decently, even if you're even, you can still just 1v1 her flat out. She kind of just stinks. Riven top lane. Riven top lane is a skill matchup for Teemo. You can easily poop on her, and a skilled Riven can easily poop on you. Level 1, pay attention to what she starts. If she starts Q, she knows what she's doing, and she can kill you even at level 1. If she starts E, she's just going to reduce a little poke, and she's a noob. So with Riven, the major thing is what we call spacing. Try and stay max range at all points. She has a lot of mobility. That's something to look for, but it's not instant. You can see it coming. When she tries to get those Qs on you, if you cut it out successfully and she whiffs it, or even if she only hits 1, you have enough damage to spit back at her. Now, level 6, it gets very dicey. Level 6, she can flash it all in you and one-shot you, but until then, you have a lot of room to wiggle with, and Riven isn't all that. Volibear top lane. Volibear is interesting, I'll tell you that much. Now, he is very strong early game. He usually starts Doran's Ring, which makes his electric little field very powerful. That's number one. Similar to Nasus, just a new version. His electric move is poke, and it's AP poke. Very hurts a lot, okay? So that's number one to be on the lookout for. When that goes down, it also will give him a shield if he's in it. But besides that, that's his main threat early game. His Q, he runs on all fours and gets a stun on you. That is blindable, and it's very telegraphed. So make sure to be ready with that blind. You can blind it 100% of the time, and it is free low. You're looking good. So be wary of that electric field, and if you blind his dash at you on all fours, he's very, very squishy until level 6. Now, level 6 is a different story. He can all-in you whenever he wants, and he can kill you. So be very, very careful. A lot of these matchups where they have a powerful ult level 6, you just want to start freezing the wave under your tower. Yone top lane. I'm even surprised he's picked this much. Yone he has a reputation for being a naughty boy, but he's really not that scary when you understand him. He's very good at 1v1ing when he gets shield bow, and he's very good at 1v1ing overall, but in the early game, he's not really that strong. If you just poke him, and on his third Q, when he Qs twice, he gets a little dash and a knock up. Now that is what you have to watch out for. When he combines that with his W, which is a little small dash and it creates a copy of himself, he can gap close a fair amount. But thing about Yone, he's very squishy. So if you're paying attention for that third Q, and his W is a 16-second cooldown early game, if you dodge that third Q, you can easily run him down and even kill him. So just be careful of that. That's the big thing. Now, I'm not saying you can 1v1 him all game, especially level 6, but in the early game, he has weaknesses, and they show. So be vigilant. Try and get that dodge on the Q, and you're looking gravy. Camille top lane is one of these lanes that's very meta, and I love it. I love that she's meta. Camille is such a free lane for me. I freaking love it. So Teemo's Q got buffed recently, and the projectile speed is a lot quicker. So versus Camille, she has her shield poke, which will heal her a lot if you're at the tip of it, but it's really not that big of a deal. The big thing about this lane is when she jumps on you off the wall, if you spam that Q button as she's doing that, she is blinded and she does no damage and you easily kill her. So it's very easy to bait her into doing that. If you get that blind off, she is doing nothing and you kill her every time because she's fully committed. And I love that lane for that. I love it. Camille is so free. Be a little careful, sure. Every lane you got to be careful. Teemo is very squishy. But if you just are a little vigilant and get that Q buttered up for her, it is looking bon appetit. Cho'Gath top lane. Cho'Gath top lane is miserable. This champion, similar to Sett, very skewed for the early game. So Cho'Gath has a lot of sustain early game and a lot of wave clear with his W and his E. And his passive. That's his sustain part. You cannot lane versus Cho'Gath. He shoves the lane very quickly, and if he ever catches a Q on you, you are going to get poked at a wazoo. So versus Cho'Gath, it really is a farm matchup. The only time you can do anything is if this guy's just popping his Q all over the place. If he's Qing on repeat and misses, sure, you can go in for a trade. But even then, he has the wave clear edge up with W and E, so it's really going to be hard to do anything. And level 6, forget about it. His ult does half your damage, half your health. So for Cho'Gath, I would just say farm it out. I wouldn't take any risk. Gnar top lane. Yeah, baby. Gnar top lane is so free. So with Gnar top lane, you have to watch out for his Q, the boomerang, and that's it. Mini Gnar does nothing else besides that Q. If that Q hits you, it slows you and does a little poke. Really not much to worry about. But if he misses that, you run right at him. He is so squishy. Auto Q, auto run him down. Whatever you want to do, it is free low. Now, when he gets Big Gnar, Mega Gnar, you have to leave him alone. Literally go back to your base, right? Don't even mess with him when he's Big Gnar. He has a stun, he has more damage, and he has health. But the good thing about Gnar, he's a little outdated, so managing that form is not easy. And when he's Mini Gnar, it is a major, major advantage for you. So abuse it while you can before he gets mad. Who will? Mundo in the top lane. Mundo has gotten reworked recently, and the new Mundo, it's a 50-50 skill matchup for you. Mundo is not too tanky early game. Even at level 6, he's not that tanky, especially with your Ignite. So he's always killable. The thing is to watch out for Mundo. Now he has a double cleaver kind of move. His Q is a cleaver, and I'm not sure if his W or E is the cleaver through the minions, But essentially, when Mundo is lasting a minion, he has the opportunity to use one of his abilities and throw something through the minion at you and poke you. So if he does that along with his Q, you're going to be like, WTF, this champ's broken. So Mundo's a little tricky. You have to avoid standing behind minions to dodge that portion of poke. Then you have to avoid dodging the Q, which is his vintage cleaver poke. So, with that being said, I don't really know how to feel about Mundo. He's squishy, but he has 2 things of poke you have to avoid, so it gets kind of dicey. With that being said, play your best. If you dodge him, he's very successful to dying, but it's kind of a weird lane, man. Jayce top lane. Jayce top lane used to be very, very scary. Nowadays, it's workable. Okay, Jayce is surprisingly weak early game in his current form. You can bully him early game if you get wave advantage. You have to be careful of his Q. His Q is his poke. Also, it's his hammer jump. So, at level 1, literally level 1, he can poke you with Q and he could jump on you. If you do not get hit by a shock blast, you're looking real good. You can actually outdamage him. He's not that strong. But if he pokes you with shock blast, his vintage combo is shock blast, jump on you, bonk you away. That's classic Jayce. But if you are really good at dodging that shock blast, you're looking fine. So, try and play aggressive, fill him out. If he's a good Jayce, you can always play safe. That's the thing with Teemo. Any of these lanes, you can always just play safe and farm and scale. He's beautiful at that. But for this, if he misses his shock blast, capitalize. And he's really not that strong of a champ, so we're looking good. Mr. Graves top lane. Oh, how we hate you. Graves top is a very formidable foe. His smokescreen is like a damn Malhpite ult. So the biggest thing about Graves top is that smokescreen. You have to wait for him to use it to actually kill him ever. It's such an obnoxious move. So, if he ever uses smokescreen willy-nilly, that's your opportunity. You do have damage to pop him down, okay? His Q, his poke, his ease of dash. Honestly, this guy's really boring. I don't even want to talk about Graves anymore. He's boring as heck. Just dodge the smokescreen. Get away from it. If he hits you with it, who cares? Run out of it. Then kill him. Easy. If not, just farm. Akali top lane. Kayle top lane is another counter pick. She is misery on wheels. I don't want to talk about her. Okay, I don't want to talk about it, but I will. Kayle top, I mean, before level 6, if she ever hits a shuriken on you, which is her E, you die. You die. If she hits it, you die. At level 6, she doesn't even need to use that. She can start with her ult, and then you die. Very miserable lane. Take defensive runes, please. Maybe even get a little magic resist. If she uses her shroud, don't go anywhere near it. If she pokes you with Q, it is long. See, this is what makes her miserable. Her Q is longer range than your auto. So she can out-poke you. She can out-all-in you. She can 1v1 you. Miserable lane all around. Just try to farm. Dodge if you're versing a Kayle, to be honest. Trust me. Renekton. We're almost there. The home stretch. This is our 30th lane. We're talking about 30th matchup. Renekton used to be very, very scary. Nowadays, he still is a scary croc, but it's workable. This Renekton is stronger early game, technically, okay? And you technically can blind his W. Now, when Renekton, pretty much, it's up to him how he's going to play it. If he just all-ins you, he can very well win. He out-damages you, out-tanks you, and whatever. But if you manage to blind his W, it's free low. So when he jumps on you, auto-Q auto him. If he uses his W while he's blind, you win. If he gets the W off, either before or after the blind, because it's totally up to him whether or not to dictate that interaction, it's going to be dicey. So this is really just a 50-50 lane. It's kind of hard to judge it because a lot of it depends on your playstyle and runes and builds. But I would say give it a whirl to try, but just be a little vigilant, be a little careful. It could go either way. Final stretch. The last 9 matchups in our top 40 we're going to talk about and educate y'all on. Trundle top lane. Beautiful. We start off with a bang. Free low alert, free low alert. This lane is free. I love it. Take any rune you want. Take any build. He sucks. Level 1 through 5. Level 1 through 5, Trundle cannot do anything to you. If he pillars you, when he walks up to you, just blind him. Easy. Other than that, poke him. He stinks level 1 through 5. Even at level 6, you shouldn't have a problem. He pillars you, and you blind him when he gets in melee range. Other than that, just do Teemo things, baby. It's very fun. I love it. Ornn top lane. Another somewhat free matchup. Somewhat. Ornn, he's very telegraphed. Okay, so you do have to dodge things. Story of my life. You do have to dodge his combo. He uses Q and E. That's the pillar and the knock up. If he hits that pillar on you, it will slow you. and then he can knock you up. And his W is a lot of damage with his breath. But the trick is the Q is very slow, and it's very telegraphed. So I would say it's easy to dodge. Now, don't quote me on easy. I've been playing Teemo for years. But that's the only thing you have to worry about with Ornn. Now, he's a tanky lad. I wouldn't say you're going to kill him, okay? But with Ornn, dodge that Q and let it rip, baby. Level 6, don't go near him. His ult is scary. Tom Kench, holy tanks. The tanks of all tanks are down here. Tom Kench, thank God, he has been nerfed at a wazoo. He used to be my permaban. I used to be terrified of him, but now he's not too bad. Tom Kench is still a strong early game champion, so be cautious. His Q is his tongue lick poke ability. If he hits that, he slows you, it does a lot of damage, and it heals him. So that's going to be the biggest thing to avoid. Now, you can avoid it by simply standing behind the minions. That's what makes this lane actually workable. His W is a shield, which doesn't do much. His E is his little leap. He goes under the ground, comes up right near you. This is also very telegraphed because you see him go under and it says a sound. It plays a sound. So this is also very, I would say, another easy thing to dodge. But if it knocks you up, it will be doing some damage. So with this lane, he's somewhat squishy these days because of the constant nerfs. But the Q, stand behind minions. The tadpole leap that he does, his catfish looking arse. Make sure to get out of that, and you're looking good. Singed top lane. Oh, my all-time favorite matchup. Singed top lane is very free, but there's something very important I want to note. You cannot let him proxy. If he proxies, it's an even lane. You don't get to lane him. You can't build an advantage. So do not let him proxy. What you're going to do here is level 1, you walk with your wave. Tell your jungler you're not leashing too bad, and you escort your wave from the base all the way to lane. If he goes to proxy, you can kill him on the spot. And it usually happens. They usually don't know what they're like, oh, they don't know what's going on. You get a free kill. So that's the biggest thing. Don't let him proxy. If you deny that, you win the lane. Also, the only thing to look out for after that, do not poke him under turret. When you have him on his turret, he can goo you and flip you into the turret and snare you. And that will be lane losing. So don't poke him under the turret too hard. If you do, be careful. Don't let him proxy. And this is as freelo as it gets, baby, ever since Season 1. Quinn top lane, a fellow ranged top laner, Chad. You know what I mean? Anyway, Quinn top lane's a skill matchup, believe it or not. Teemo is slightly favored. Quinn has also, she has a blind. So I think this is just Teemo reincarnated. Her blind's a skill shot, however. If she manages to hit that, which is kind of hard, although it does work through the minions, she can E you, you're blinded, similar to Grey Smoke Screen, and she's going to pop you. But as long as that doesn't connect, every time she E's, blind her. You can blind her while she's Eing, and she can do 0 damage to you. So use your blind for her E specifically. Don't get hit by Q, and it is looking beautiful. Wukong top is most likely the hardest lane on this list. I wouldn't fight him, if I'm being honest with y'all. He does a lot of damage, he's very tanky, and he shreds armor. His clone, his W, is enough to keep you disorientated. It's enough to eat a blind. His Q does a lot of damage. His E is cool. That's all I got to say about that. But Wukong overall, Wukong is a 1v1 artist. He's a menace. I would not 1v1 him at any point of the game. And at level 6, don't leave your tower. Gwen is not really a good champion since she's been nerfed so much, but she does counter Teemo. Gwen can go immune from ranged attacks, and this lasts a long time. So the problem with Gwen is that she is a squishy champion. She's really not that tanky, and she kind of sucks, but she can go immune to ranged abilities. Obviously, this is a problem for Teemo. So with Gwen, if she goes immune, don't fight her. Don't all in her. Don't all in her when she has immunity. If she ever uses it for no reason, maybe she uses it for a blind or an E, she is weak as can be, and take advantage of that. Kled top lane, Mr. Kled. This is one of my favorite lanes, not because it's free, because it's a fair matchup. With Kled, first off, take Cut Down, very secret rune. Cut Down versus Kled always, you're not going to see that anywhere else. It works with his passive. It gives you a lot of free damage for no reason. So besides that, Cut Down, beautiful, do it. With Kled, it is a skill matchup. He has a dash and he has a little hook. If he dashes into you, if it connects, it does a lot of damage and it gives him another dash. So that's number 1. Make sure your spacing, which is staying at max range, is on point. If he dashes on you and hits you, he gets another one that's lane runing. Furthermore, his little hook ability can latch onto you and do a little micro knock up. And if he gets that, that's all he needs to take your ass to Pound Town. I mean, take your butt to Pound Town. So, with Kled, essentially, you know, some of these lanes, it feels like I'm saying this a lot, you know, boots and dodging. More of the story is disregard everything I said, just dodge ability, smiley face, and auto attack. But seriously, that's how it is with Teemo for a lot of these lanes. You have to be able to avoid that dash and avoid that hook, and then he's really just a really bad champion. And he's really not a good champion overall, but it just really depends on that one ability, that one interaction. As soon as he goes in on you, make sure to get that blind going. That blind is going to be amazing for this lane. Kennen top lane. Kennen top lane, our little Yordle friend. Is he a Yordle or a ninja? Kennen top lane is a hard lane. Now, his early game is not the strongest, although it's not the weakest either. You don't have to shit your pants over him. Okay, but you have to respect his poke. His Q is his little lightning range shuriken. It's a skill shot. If he connects you with that, it's a lot of poke, a lot of damage. Also, every X amount of autos, he gets an empowered auto. If he hits you with that one, he can W. And then his W does a lot of damage. So you have to avoid his empowered auto, which is very visible. Just let him use it on a minion. Avoid his Q by staying behind the minions, and then you can kill him for 2 very big interactions. Level 6, believe it or not, do not be scared of his ult. He cannot one-shot you from a whole health. I repeat, he cannot one-shot you when you're full health with his R combo. So, feel free to play aggressive still. If the lane's going good, it's going to keep on going good. Just dodge that Q. Let him use that empowered W auto on a minion. You're looking great. He's kind of weak early. To round out our top 40, this is, believe it or not, the 40th matchup we're talking about. Thank God I'm over with it. Just kidding, I love y'all. Action top lane. New champion released very recently. Action top lane is broken in every single way. He's a very strong top laner, although he got nerfed. Action top 1v1s you. For some reason, he is an ADC, but he has a shield, and he can play like an assassin. He has a stealth that can one-shot you. He has a shield that shields him in trades that make him out-trade you. He's an ADC with his auto and his range and his playstyle. He also gets a double auto for some reason. So if you look at all these things, you cannot 1v1 action. Now, later in the game, you could one-shot him, okay? But in laning phase, he's going to run you all day. There's nothing you could do about it. Don't feel bad. Try your best to farm. Try your best to catch him. If you think about Teemo, if you ever stealth and have Ignite, you can get a kill. But this lane is unwinnable. And unfortunately, that caps out our top 40. But there are plenty of lanes in there that you could win. And plenty of lanes that I could help you win. So I hope you made it through. If you're asleep, I understand. If you made it through, you are now the best Teemo. And believe it or not, you did it. You made it. Round of applause. Bring in the apple juice and champagne. You did it. You're now going to be the best Teemo in the frickin' world besides myself. Okay? Enjoy everything. Tell me about all the LP you get. Tell me about your win streak. Okay? And make sure if you enjoyed all this knowledge and if you love me, drop a like, drop a sub, drop a comment. Go out there and get some LP.